Yes, guys, welcome back to another video. We are live ahead of the Matchday 4 deadline, and I'm absolutely buzzing for this. If you haven't already noticed, you got unlimited transfers. If you haven't already noticed, there's certain teams you got to target. If you haven't already noticed, there are chips in play that you have to use. Hello, qualification booster. If not clean sheet shield, but you got to use them. Shout out to everyone watching. Good evening to you guys. Aaron's in the chat. Feel free to share the stream too, says Jay. Yeah, please do shout out Jay. So glad you're with us. What do you think of Ray and Brazil replacing Rafinha? Yeah, the split forwards are working. He looks lively. He does take up a valuable forward slot, though. Struggling to finalise my draft, Nathan. Don't you worry about that, mate. That is why we're here. Shout out to Cotswolds Carts, who got 100 points again. I've also managed to get 100. I think I'm on 309, 310 or 315. I don't know. I've had about 105 every week. Happy days. Let me know how many points you got in match day 3. Or shall we just say how many points you're on overall? Should we do that? How many points overall? Let's put that number in the chat. Let's see who is the highest scorer in the chat. But regardless, put your score in. If you're not sure how to see your highest, as if I'm logged out. Oh, let me sign in. The FIFA, does it do that too? The FIFA website, it just sort of signs you out randomly every 3-4 days. So annoying. Let's have a look. Wrong email address. Yeah, guys, let me show you my team. 311 puts you at 30. Yeah, I think I'm on 315 then, Joe, because I'm at 9K. 319, 316, 299, 285. Whoa, some ridiculous scores. 319 again. France pass map. As you wish, Kaylee. As you wish. Go on then. I'll find it. Let me find that France pass map for you. It was actually the France pass map does look amazing for Dembele this week. I will tell you that now. I know that off the top of my head because I study pass maps every day of the World Cup, most of which I don't bring to air. But I've definitely seen the France one and gone, oh, that looks good for Dembele. But it was a very isolated incident, that game. Like, that game doesn't always happen, and I still think Elise is the pick. We'll do a poll over the best France player, but I do want to put the France map up because I think it's useful for everyone to see just from the last game. But remember, there was 2 games before that, and Dembele didn't necessarily look like the standout, but he did here. You look at this and you go Dembele over Elise all day long. What I would say is, when the game's not going how it's meant to, Dembele is someone that could get hooked. Honestly, I'm so pro Elise over Dembele. We're going to poll it nice and early, guys. We're going to poll it nice and early. Shout out Paul. Shout out Squirrel in the chat. So many of you channel members with us as well. Shout out to every channel member with us, all the ultras as well. Let's do a poll, though. I think we have to poll that. Which France midfielder are you picking is going to be the poll? And I'm going to put Doué in there because I genuinely think on another day, Doué is the one that gets the hat-trick and we're all buying him. He's currently getting scouting bonus. He's currently getting a ton of extras. Honestly, there's a lot, like, scouting bonus, and he's cheap. I've got an England poll up at the moment, but I'm going to... Most of you have an England player. 41% have 1. 35% are going with 2. Start a poll. Which France midfielder are you picking? Now, I'm going to assume you've all got Mbappe up front. So, are you picking Dembele because of his hat-trick? It changed a lot of opinion, which is fair. Are you picking Elise? Are you going Doué? Or are you going none? Because you've already got Mbappe and you look at the France draw and go, that's tough. The France draw is tough. Like, France's route ain't easy. France's route ain't easy at all. Germany in the last 16, probably. Oh, hang on. Oh, I've got the wrong map here. I've got the wrong map up. Let me get back to you with that map. I've got the right bracket list where it's nailed. Yeah, here we go. Screen grab that. Sorry, team. I want to give you the up-to-date brackets, which were only locked in the early hours this morning. And if you saw my video from this morning, you'd have seen it. Guys, I've not asked you yet, but whilst I'm doing all this, I would love you to hit that like button. Just boost me in the algorithm. If you like right now, more people will see the stream. Simple as that. You support me just by hitting that one simple button. You also support me massively by hitting that subscribe button if you fancy. So thank you all if you are new around here and you want to support the channel. All right. Where is it? This is the bracket. That's tough for France. So where are you going? Let's talk France midfielders, and then I'm going to show you my team. Where are you going is the question I want to know the answer to. Are you going Dembele? You were swayed by the hat-trick. It was a very low XG hat-trick, just saying. Like, he doesn't score those shots all the time, and it's like hat-trick of 0.4. Elise's got assist threat and goal threat. We saw a hat-trick for Elise in the friendlies. Or you going for the guy that hasn't done it yet, but we all know can do it, because he's... I think Doué, I'd put in the world-class bracket already. I think he's that good. So don't be put off by the fact that Doué hasn't done it yet. It's not if Doué is going to do it. It really is when Doué is going to do it. Genuinely, I think he's being criminally underlooked. And if budget was an issue for me, I'd be going Doué. I'd be very happy with Doué. But budget feels all right for me and the players that I want and the structure I want. And therefore, it's Elise. 37% are going Dembele, 3% Doué, 4% none. Honestly, I wouldn't mind looking at even at that triple up. Like, Doué's class. It's just a draw. It's not great. But France do look like the best team. I don't want to do another poll, but if just put in the chat, Doué's minutes are pretty good. They're pretty good. He was dropped match day 2 for Barcola, but we didn't see enough. If you want to see a minutes tracker from France, God, your wish is my command today, guys. Look at all these your requests that I'm able just to go, yeah, here you go. I'm so well researched for this one. Let me show you about the France minutes, because we've had a question on minutes. So I'm just gonna put it out for you, because I've done my research. Here you go. Match day 1, Elise got the 90. Doué and Dembele came off. Match day 2, Dembele and Elise both got hooked at the same time. Doué didn't start, but Barcola didn't do enough to earn the spot, in my opinion. And then match day 3, they went back to full strength, which is Doué, Elise and Dembele. Game state was such that Elise and Dembele and Mbappe all got an early sub. What I'd say is, from all these games, the one you really want to read something into is Senegal. Match day 1. And Elise stays on the pitch, whether he's playing badly or not. If Dembele is playing badly, he's hooked. If Doué's playing badly, he's hooked. And you get that. Like, when you've got Cherki and Barcola on the bench, of course that's going to happen. But Elise is the main man in that attacking lineup. He really, really is. Right. Who's going to win the World Cup? This will help our thoughts on where do you go double and triple up. Just give me one team, though. And it doesn't have to be the team you've seen the most like it might be the team that you just like the look of and you've seen glimpses. Like, some might say Spain because they haven't come into their own yet, but I've seen glimpses. I am going to go with the obvious, though. Honestly, it feels like France is to lose. It really does. I mean, Argentina have got the draw. So I'm somewhere between France and Argentina. If you're looking at quadrants here, the quadrant to target is Argentina. Clearly have the best quadrant. Argentina in the semi-final already. France could have a banana skin versus a Morocco versus a Germany before a semi-final even. But I'm going France. DR Congo. Oh, well played. Come on. Argentina, Spain, France on current form. France, Argentina. Yeah, I mean, I'm double Argentina defense. I don't mind that. Come on, DR Congo. Love that. I think it's about time I show you my team, though, isn't it? I've done some tinkering. I say tinkering. I locked in 11 players on I think I locked in 10 actually on my team selection video, which was out yesterday. Those 10 players, guys, are still in. I do not put a padlock on lightly. It's the same 10 you saw, but Bellingham has been added to the party. And with that, so Bellingham it was in Pulisic role, who wasn't locked. So we've got Bellingham in. How do you guys feel about that? We've also not gone Hakimi. We've gone Kimmich. How do you feel about that? I'm just put off by the fact that Morocco and Netherlands play each other. And I really like the Kimmich fixture against Paraguay. How many people are playing overall? Around 2.5 million. Why are you not taking anyone from Germany? I am. Kimmich. Kimmich is there. Personally, I don't like... Oh, do you know what? I've not done this stream. I've not really answered your questions, so I'm going to do that. Don't you worry. Thoughts on DePaul? Not for me. I don't really like any of the midfielders, to be honest. Super chat coming in. Thank you so much, Nesh. Diaz plus 1.4 in the bank. Or Elise. Elise, dude. I've got the double up. Elise. Look, Diaz is great, and Colombia have got Ghana and then maybe Switzerland. But you can still go for big names, big name opposition, which is what Elise's got. But for me, it's Elise, hands down. Why no German midfielder? Because I don't necessarily think I want a German midfielder for 1 week. Can't have them all. Doesn't mean I think they're bad. Can't have them all. Salah 1 week punt, not for me. Who's the Argentine defenders you're planning to go with? One of them is on screen there, Medina. I would be surprised if Medina is not first choice. Honestly. I'd be very surprised. He's played the minutes in the friendlies. He's played 90 minutes twice. He was rested yesterday. Medina is my Argentine defender of choice. And I think I'm fairly comfortable with that. Yeah. Molina and Medina should be the first choice. Yeah, Medina and Molina seem to be the first choice there. Who is the Argentine defender you're planning to go with? Yeah, so that's the answer there. Thank you for asking, dude. Crazy with 0 in the bank and cheap defense. Nope. Do you know how much I've got in the bank, guys? Let me tell you. And I've covered up some positions. Now, let me just explain why I've covered those positions up. And you will see on the I don't know if you can read that text on screen. Goalkeeper, defender, and midfielder that are under 5% owned, I will reveal pre-deadline. I don't want to reveal it just yet. And there are reasons for that. I don't know how many are going to watch my stream today. But the ownership could be affected a little bit. And I've got a couple of tight calls. So with that in mind, these are all scouting bonus players. They're all enablers. I'm just going to grab it to make that copy a little bit bigger because I think some of you might see that copy and not notice it. Do I need to make it yellow? If that copy was yellow, would it be more noticeable, guys? I'm editing on the go here. So apologies. I think I might make it yellow. Or something even bolder than, because yellow's maybe orange. Yeah, let's do orange. I have got the qualification booster chip active. Guys, if you want to play a chip this week, make sure you're playing it. I'm guessing everyone is playing it. Maybe we need to poll that. Are you playing a chip, yes or no? I think you're probably all playing it though, right? Let's put my team up. There we go. Goalkeeper, defender, midfielder, that's sub 5% owned. I will pre-deadline. Now, guys, these are not players that were in my team selection video. They were not the locked positions. And I've decided, based on the draw, where I want to go. Now, these are players. Welcome, Squirrel. Please like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. Thank you, mate. Why did you pick Elvedi? Fair question. They've conceded. They've been conceding in the 90th minute, though. With that in mind, in the 90th minute, I can say that I've been pretty unlucky twice. I like Switzerland for clean sheets versus Algeria. And I think they've got a possibility of a clean sheet versus Colombia or Ghana. So look, some would say they're not an optimal team. I understand that. I really do. But Switzerland, I feel like they're all right. When we look at clean sheet chances, 34%. They're quite low, aren't they? They are quite low. Canada way higher. I haven't looked at this till now. De Frogure from Canada is an option. I do like Switzerland, though. Don't know what it is. Just feel it. Just feel it. Thoughts on De Bruyne? I like him, but I just don't know if Belgium win that football match. I'm going with Colombia fair. What to do about swapping Yamal for Dembele? I prefer Yamal. Choose both Hakimi and Dumfries. Yeah. Can't have them all, though, can you? So, look, what I'm doing with these spots, one of them is obviously a budget defender. One of them is a budget midfielder. I must admit, I'm being turned off from Elvedi having seen these odds. I didn't realise. This is the first time I've looked at them genuinely. I grabbed them just before we came on. And FPL Joe is probably in the house. If we're looking at qualification booster, Switzerland look likely, 66%, but I must admit, I didn't expect their clean sheet odds to be so low. Do we think Algeria will score? Well, clearly the bookies do. And Argentina, 65%. Wow. I mean, I could very comfortably swap to an Argentine defender. In terms of money in the bank, it would be nice to have a little bit in the bank. I mean, I've got Elvedi. Yeah, Elvedi's 4.3. So 4.4 to spend on a defender. Those question marks, by the way, are players I am locked in on, and they are cheapos. Oh, do you know what? I'd love Daniel Munoz. I'd love a Colombia defender that gave me the upside like a Munoz, but he's 4.6 million. We can't get there. What you can do is get to the Argentine defenders, though, and there are a pair of Argentine defenders who should be first choice. We just don't know for absolute sure if it's Molina and Medina, because Montiel and Tagliafico both exist. And whilst we don't expect them to be starters, there is a world in which one of them or both of them do start. Although if we look last night, pretty much played the B team. Molina's 4.4. I've got the exact funds for him. Christ. Might chance it, you know. Let's think about that later. Sure, he's a better choice than Kimmich. Kimmich captain? No, captaincy you rotate, dude. He's the only one that plays on the first game, first day. So look, this is my team. Should Elvedi be in there? Don't know. We'll get back to that one later. We've got time. In terms of scouting bonus picks, again, when we look at the Argentine defenders, Medina and Molina, the percentage owned is Molina, who's probably less nailed, is 3.6, and Medina slightly more and cheaper, 12.2. So you could be getting scouting bonus from a Molina. The other defender we've got there with a question mark on the bottom middle of my bench is a 1.7% currently. And then I've got a midfielder at 5.9 and a goalkeeper at 3.1. I feel like things could change. One place, not Davinson Sanchez, who, by the way, surely has slightly higher ownership. Let's look at Davinson Sanchez. Sanchez is 4. Wow, he's only 1.4. Cheap. If we look at clean sheet odds, Argentina are winning that battle from FPL Joe's odds. So who else do we think will keep a clean sheet? England, for sure. And then Spain have kept 3. Mexico have kept 3. They're the only 2 teams to have kept 3 clean sheets. The problem with England, let's have a look at some of those England defenders. Konza's the one I'd look at, but he's 4.7, isn't he? And then what about the Kwanzaa's injury? Do we know much about it, guys? Anyone have an update on Kwanzaa's injury? Because if it looks like Jed Spence is going to be a starter, is he someone to consider? I mean, O'Reilly, if we had the money, is great at 4.7, but I don't. So if I've only got, say, 4.4 to spend, can I get an England defender? No. Like Spence is 4.5, Konza's 4.8, Gahey's 5.1, Stones is 4.6. One thing I know I want to do, I want to move Kimmich on to Dumfries or Hakimi. That is almost like a booked-in transfer for me. Whichever of those defenders doesn't start, gets knocked out, I go with the other. Get Munoz. I mean, Munoz is amazing, and he got a rest last night as well. When we look at Munoz, like Colombia versus Ghana, we know Ghana aren't great going forward, but they're good defensively, to be fair. And then you get Switzerland or Algeria. Yeah, okay. There's a lot to like about Munoz. Where do I find the money, guys? I think Bellingham stays, right? I think I've seen enough from England where I just want that double up. Let's look at goals. We've focused on clean sheets. Projected goals, 2.72 for Argentina. Everyone's got Messi. 2.7, everyone's got France. 2.4 for Germany. I don't have a Germany attacker, but then England 2.36, Spain 2.3, USA 2.3. There's a reason Pulisic is so popular, and then Brazil a little bit lower. Christian Pulisic is someone I've thought about a lot. For me, it's either Pulisic or Bellingham. And if you watch my team selection, I did have Pulisic in that role, and I've switched to Bellingham. Let's just search for the ownership of Pulisic because I think he's gone over 5. He's 4.9. Pulisic is going to reach 5%, which is such a shame. Bosnia on their day can turn up defensively. Italy and Wales will tell you that. Yeah, I mean, who are you playing to captain? Everyone. I hate this question. Afternoon, Freddie. Afternoon, mate. Bruno G is on 4.7. Yeah, I think I'm semi-responsible for that. I've hyped him hard. Diaz is 0.2 cheaper than Bellingham. Yep. I prefer, if I'm going to spend the money on Colombia, though, I quite like the defense. And look, I'll give at least one of those question marks might be a Colombia player. I'll just say that. Do you know what? I think what I'm gonna do? I don't want to string you guys along. And I want you to know exactly what I'm doing. But I don't want to affect ownership. So what I'll do at maybe, I don't know, an hour in or something, I will reveal those question marks nice and early. I will also put a question mark on any player I'm still unsure about. Like, I look at Bellingham and like, Bellingham versus Pulisic is such a tough one. Let's just do a poll on that for me, guys. France midfield poll, Elise comes out on top. We'll put Diaz in the poll, best midfielder to buy, because I think Diaz is going to be very popular. Best midfielder. Bellingham, Pulisic, Diaz. Which one do you own, guys, if any? If you don't own, please just put the one you like the most. Saibari's great too. It's just a fixture. I don't think that many are going there. My defender question mark is a nice enabler. Guy, can you just give me a simple yes or no in the chat if you would like me to reveal the enablers? Because I've had people tell me, stop revealing your enablers so early because it's going to affect ownership and it ruins it for anyone that's going with that pick. And you guys are probably knowing who I'm going with because you've watched my content. I have just mentioned Colombia. Or if you want to see it now, should I reveal it now? So should I reveal the question marks now or should I reveal them in, say, an hour? Just simple yes or no. Yes, no, no, yes, yes. None of the above, no. Yeah, see, it's a split pot. And I care about my own success, but I also care about your success. And there are players here that I don't want. I mean, there's 1,500 people watching. If all 1,500 go and buy this guy with one of the question marks, he's going over 5%. There's not enough. Yes or no? Yes. Reveal Saliba. Yes. Poll now. No. Please, Gianni. No. Do a poll. Yes. No. Yes. Yeah. I'll do a poll in a sec. Let's just let this one run because I've just started a poll. I've got a lot of no's and a lot of yeses. I'll reveal later. But then, yes, 250 likes to reveal one. Ooh, Kieran. Light bulb moment. Yeah, but no, because are we going to just get loads of dislikes by doing that? We might get dislikes. How about a sub count to do it? We're at 42,507. When we get to 42,600 subs, no, because then people might unsubscribe too. Yeah, I don't think I've thought this one through. 500 likes to reveal one. No, I feel like that might make people dislike the stream. 1,500 of you in. Shout out everyone. Look, honestly, see if you can now hit the like. Let's just see if that makes a difference. If you can hit the like, can hit the subscribe, that'd be wicked. My current rank, by the way, is 10k for those asking. I guess I should put that. I'm here to answer as many questions as I can ahead of the deadline. I have, how many points do I have? 315. Puts me at 9k in the world. I like that idea about likes and subs, but I don't know if that'll work. Okay, midfielder to pick. Best midfielder, Bellingham, Pulisic or Diaz. 53, 26, 21. Thing is, if I go Pulisic over Bellingham, I can then get to like a Daniel Munoz. Oh, this is stressful, isn't it? This is well stressful. I feel fairly comfortable with my decisions. I am sweating on Jude because Jude just gives me, if I don't go there, it just gives me so much money. Like I could put Elvedi up to Cucurella, you know? Would like a little bit of money in the bank. Although, look, transfers, we're going to have so many of them. Like we're not going to need all our transfers. When you've got a setup, which is, say, the 7 premiums we've got here. Let's just say 6. Let's take Bellingham out and say I've got Vinny, Yamal, Elise, Mbappe, Kane, Messi. I don't envisage selling these guys for a couple of weeks. I really don't. So if I'm not selling them for a couple of weeks, what am I going to do with 4 transfers, 5 transfers? Like probably just switch around the defenders. So should I then just go for defenders that have the best fixtures right now and ignore the rest? I don't know, maybe. Maybe. I will poll it. Do you want me to reveal? Because you guys have to make the agenda on this channel. You guys are in control, not me. Genuinely, I want that to be the case always when we stream. 500 likes to reveal one. Yeah, I like the idea of that, but is Minoz a good? Minoz is a great shout. Like this is why I'm thinking of downgrading Bellingham to a Pulisic, because Daniel Minoz has got great fixtures. Like he's probably going to be in a quarterfinal versus Argentina. And if that's the case, like, yeah, we want a bit of that. Colombia clean sheet odds are high. Colombia goal threat, fairly high, 1.82. Are you guys on qualification booster and clean sheet shield? I don't want people going by the stream not knowing that they've got to activate a chip. So do you know what? Let's just quickly do that poll. Which chip are you on? And then we'll do the reveals. Start a poll. So, which chip are you playing? Are you playing clean sheet? I'm going to do that next week, probably. Clean sheet shield. Are you playing qualification booster? Are you playing different chip, different booster? Or are you playing none? Let me know. I think everyone's playing qualification booster, aren't they? I feel like it's a no-brainer pick. 3 memberships per player. What, Dexter? You'll give me 3? I don't know if I understand that. The stream has gone up by 50 likes instantly. Oh, did it, Aaron? Well, in that case, let's do that. What do you think of Molina over Medina? Oh, it's a tough one. Like one of them gets scouting bonus, one of them doesn't. But then the reason you're getting scouting bonus on one is, thank you very much, Kieran. 3 new members per player. That's very generous of you, dude. Pulisic over Dest. 1,500 watching. Get the likes and subs in the chat. Oh, thanks, mate. No more transfers rolling, unfortunately. Yeah, you can't roll. You can't roll. I'm torn between Pulisic and Rice, same money. The Rice injury is a little bit of a concern. I'm going Bellingham and not Kane and can get Diaz and get a Spanish striker or Ethabal. Does that mean no Yamal then? Yes, they put me off Kane. Did it? Pulisic's now 5. Has he gone up already from 4.9? Will you want the Netherlands and Morocco next week? We will, and that's why I'm happy to put 3 memberships for 1 reveal. Okay, let's do 1 reveal just for you, mate, because Dexter, that is generous. Balogun over Kane. No, I don't think so. Which chip is better to use in this one? Thoughts on Nathan Brown over Kimmich? It's fine, and you get corners, but I just think open goal threat. 197 likes. When he said 350 likes, when I said it, 350 likes now. Oh, really? I can't see the likes. Yeah, 372. Okay, yeah, you're right, Kieran. 500 likes, and we'll reveal another one then, shall we? Let's do that. Every 500, we'll reveal a player, but I will do one now for Dexter. No, there's 3 memberships joined the channel yet. Did I miss a super chat, guys? No, I don't think I did. Right, we did that. Please show your question marks. All right, we'll show one now, and then we'll show one every 500. So let me just reveal my question marks. Which question marks should we reveal? Do you want to know goalkeeper, defender, or midfielder? Let's poll that. Shall I reveal goalkeeper, defender, midfielder? Let's do a poll. On the chips, you're all using qualification booster. Guys, just make sure it's active. I don't want people forgetting. Membership. No, super chat. Hang on. Let's do start a poll. Who shall I reveal? Actually, who? GK. Defender. Who shall I reveal first? This is fun. This is fun. I'm just going to say the players I'm revealing are locked in. I'm not going to reveal a player and be like, oh, I'm actually going to change him. They are locked players that I'm revealing, right? Just want you to know that. A lot saying mid, some saying defender. Reveal the player whose name begins with M. Oh, Kieran. Two of the three might begin with them. Might begin with them. Might not. Might begin with them. What do you guys want? Get voting. We'll give this one a bit of time. Your goalkeeper's Martinez. No reveal needed. Is it, Jeff? Is it? 1,700 of you watching. This is fun. I'm enjoying this. We've got to keep ourselves entertained, haven't we? Remember, we've got our Manzambi and Manoz. Guys, it's not Manoz. I've not got money for Manoz. We need to get to 500 likes before the reveal. I will reveal one at 500. That'll be the one. And then we've got a generous member who's going to give 3 memberships as well. But we'll be to get a 500 at no time, can't we? 500 likes and we will get to a reveal. And I will reveal whoever you vote for in the poll. Currently, let's have a look how you're voting. Midfielder 63. Is that going to change? Probably not, is it? I did tweet about him. I'm going to show you a tweet. We need to get to 500 though. I'm going to show you. First, I'm going to show you an average position map of a team. And then that'll be the reveal. You'll go straight away. Who might I like from this reveal? But we need to get to 500 first. Are we there? Yeah. Thanks, guys. We're there. All right. Wicked. So, let me show you a... There's a pass map of Switzerland for the midfielder. Who could the midfielder be? Give you a clue. It's a bloody sexy average position for a midfielder. And he scored a couple of goals already. And he's got a good draw. We like this average position map. We like this opponent, Algeria, for goals against them. And then Colombia, Ghana, they're still gettable. It's not the best fixture, but they're still gettable. So, the player I would like to reveal. Drum roll, please. Pretty damn obvious, probably for many. Manzambi. Welcome to my team. Welcome to my team, Manzambi. I am questioning. I am massively questioning Bellingham and Elvedi. So I'm going to put little question marks. I'm not covering them. I'm just going to put tiny little question marks next to their names when I do the next reveal. 1,000 likes, we'll do a next reveal. Thank you for whoever's going to gift. I can't remember the man's name. Was it Nathan who said he'd gift 3 memberships? If you fancy doing that, that'd be amazing, dude. For 3. Dexter, I can't gift memberships, G. No money, month-end budget issues. Dexter, did you play me? No worries. Definitely, if you've got money issues, please do not gift memberships, although I'm guessing you're playing me. That's fine. He's 6.4. Manzambi's 5.6. His ownership, by the way, Manzambi, is 5.9. So it's not like... I think when I put him in my team, he was lighter than that. But... Oh, he's gone up to 6.4. Right, okay, yeah. Hide him now, please. There's no point in hiding him because he's not under the 5%. He was when I put him in my team. The other 2 I've got are... Let me give you the... I'm going to give you the ownership of the other 2 I've got, okay? And genuinely, guys, I don't know if we should reveal them or not. You can tell me what you think. So the goalkeeper is, I'll give you the ballpark, or it might give it away, between 3 and 4% owned. And the defender is between 1.5 and 2.5. Ah, John. Very kind of you, mate. I didn't play, Jenny. I suggested 3 new members join instead of likes. Oh, no worries. I completely read that wrong. John has done it. John, mate, you're an absolute gent. How do you gift a membership and how does one person get one? I don't know. Jay will tell you in the chat, but there's just a plus, isn't there, that says join? What a legend, John. You are. Come on, South Africa. Come on, John. We're chasing South Africa for John. Do I want South Africa to beat Canada? I guess I should do. With my wife being from there. But Canada, I know we've got lots of supporters in as well. 100% Vargas. Vargas is a lot more expensive, guys. I can't get to Vargas. And look, Vargas is also great. You can see that average position. Really great. But I'm just going to go for the boy wonder kid. Bafana. 317. Whoa, nice. I'm on 315. How about Manoz instead of Kimmich? I don't think I'm feeling that. I like Kimmich a lot. Gifted 10 memberships. Draven, you absolute gent. How many Canadian players in your team, John? That's going to be a great game to watch. I'm looking forward to South Africa versus Canada. Honestly, I'm thinking about buying a Canada centre back. De Figueroa, I can't pronounce his name. So look, this is where we're at. When I click, nothing happens. Just says report or block. Weird. I think you're clicking the wrong button. Whoo, my goalie is Crepeau, is it? It's not. Maybe not. I'm rubbish at this. Got 1 Canada, 0 South Africa. Your hero. The man from Cape Town has 1 Canadian player and no South African players. Tut, tut, tut. Membership gifting is random, decided by YouTube. Yeah, it is. Oh, people wish. Lord Samp. Oh, no, I can't. I've gifted 10 already this month. YouTube lets me only give 10. Luke de Fogaros. Robinson or Dest. Thoughts on Elise versus Dembele? Elise for me. When you're reading goalkeeper, look, we're waiting till we get to a threshold on subscribers. We've got to get to 42,000. Right, we said 42,600 for the first one. I've already done it. So let's say 42,700 subs, and we will reveal another player. So that's only 140 more. And I think we've had 160 already in this stream. So we're already halfway there from this stream. So if we get to 42,700 subs, when we get there, I will reveal another player. And I expect that can be soon. So hit the subscribe button already. I guarantee goalkeeper's name has an A in it. I think you might be right. That narrows it down. That really narrows it down. Wyman Zambi over Saibari. Price, he's 5.6 and I need an enabler. Look at that. Look at that attacking lineup, guys. We have got 7 players in the 11 here who are all priced 8.3 or above. In fact, 5 of them start with the 10. You cannot have that stacked front line without a very cheap enabler in midfield. And I think Manzambi is the best of the enablers. And also a very cheap backline. And this is a very cheap backline. These guys with question marks are not expensive players. They're scouting bonus players. And as I've said, one of them is between 2.5 and 3.5, and the other's between 3 and 4. I'm worried about showing them and ownership being effective because I don't have many players on scouting bonus, right? As things stand, I've got very few. My goalkeepers, Elvedi, who I'm not sure on at all now. So, yeah, I will reveal. But let's get to... Yeah, we only need 120 subs to go. So we'll get there. Dest or Robinson. Dest for me all day long. I mean, look at my team. Dest. Guys, I'm going to show you the goal scoring odds and clean sheet odds as well. Remember, loads of you are on the qualification booster. Completely understand why. Argentina players. Top for goals, top for clean sheets. How many do you have in your team? Guys, can you just give me a number? How many do you have in your team? I've got 2. And I'm thinking, like, is it not silly not to have a third? How many Argentina players do you have in your team? Put the number in the chat. Why no Pulisic? He's fully fit. I could go Pulisic over Bellingham. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Whoa. Okay, everyone's got triple Argentina. Jesus. Okay, does that mean you've all got Medina and Molina? Or are you going Emi Martinez in goal? Guys, with guys that have entered 3, can you just give me the 3 names? Is it Emi and a defender, or is it Molina and Medina, or are you looking at Martinez, like as in Lisandro, the centre back? Messi, Medina, Martinez. Yeah, I think Medina is going to be way more popular than Molina. Don't get confused. They both should be starters. But yeah, Emi Martinez is clearly a very popular. Molina, Messi, Martinez. Yeah, okay. It does feel like that is the triple up. And when we're talking Martinez, I guess some are talking about goalkeeper Martinez and some are talking about Lisandro Martinez. But I can't believe how many have gone for the triple up. That's mad. That is huge. Everyone has that triple up, it seems. All right, let's end the poll now and let's just do a how many Argentina players do you own? 1. No one's on none, so I'm not going to do that. 1, 2, 3. Looks like 3's going to win just before I even poll it. Get voting in the poll. I'm shocked. I thought 2 would be most popular. Wow. This shows how much we love our clean sheet odds and our goal scoring odds, doesn't it? I get it, though. I understand why. I understand why. Wow. The next player I reveal, there's going to be on that screen grab, there's a question mark on Bellingham and a question mark on Elvedi because they are players I could change. But I don't know if I do. I think Elvedi's going to go. I think Elvedi is going to go. But I don't know if Bellingham goes. Bellingham versus Pulisic is so hard. I just think Pulisic could struggle versus Belgium or Senegal. And again, his fitness is a worry. 3 Argentina players, Messi, Medina, Molina. And that's a cheap way of doing it. The 2 cheap defenders, the big question is, do both start both of the next 2 games? You'd think they would. They are probably first choice over Tagliafico, probably first choice over Montiel. He's had fitness issues. Molina is the bigger concern for me. What about Dewey? I think he's great. 100 more likes for next player reveal chat. There we go. 100 more subs. Yeah, we've just got to 42,600 subs. So we said 42,007. So 100 of you hit that subscribe button and we show another player. Please keep Bellingham. Belgium is really iffy. Yeah, it is for Pulisic. And I do have Dest, and I do have the USA goalkeeper. Maybe the double up is already enough. I must admit, I've been put off by Belgium. Belgium, I was thinking if they get a good draw, I'll go to Belgium after their 5 goals. But Senegal is tough. I think Senegal might beat Belgium. Genuinely, I'm going to say Senegal knock Belgium out. Yeah, just like Dest was a rotation risk too, though, right? Like rotation risks can be good. I got 12 and 9 from Dest in the first 2 weeks. Happy days. Everyone told me it was too risky. I think Molina probably starts. You have Majika from Colombia, maybe. Diaz or James? Diaz. If Bellingham, Haaland over Kane. I've got both in my team. Let's look at Haaland. I mean, look. Ivory Coast are good defensively. I think Haaland probably scores. But then against Brazil, it's going to be really tough. I'm okay going without Haaland because I look at Kane. And honestly, I think he scores in both. We would definitely Dest friends. Japan might well knock Brazil out or will be closer than people think. Look, I'm not underestimating Japan. They're awesome. I was in Qatar to watch Japan knock Spain out. live with the Japanese fans. It was one of the best football games I've been to. I hear you. They're good. They're great. Triple Brazil, Argentina, and Spain. That is eggs in baskets, Craig. That is eggs in baskets. But yeah, why not? Why so much trust in the USA? Bosnia are a good team. I disagree with that, respectfully. How many Argentina players? 62%. 62% of 3. All right, let's start a poll. I might actually put Molina in my team, over Elvedi. I'm sick of Elvedi. I'm sick of those clean sheet odds. 4.3. Just grabbing him. Oh, I was on the app. I've screen grabbed the team from the app. So if I now screen grab from laptop, it's not going to look as sharp. But let's just put it in. I don't want people to tune in for a minute and go, he's got Elvedi, because I don't think I'm going to go there. I think I've changed my mind, and hopefully that doesn't annoy people. But, you've got such a limited time to make your wildcard team with this window, because we were all really waiting for probably by yesterday, we were thinking we can start locking players in, right? And I did. I locked 10 of 15 and 9 have stayed. But obviously the draw can change things, can't it? And it's always it's locked in, but if new information arises, and Colombia have definitely changed our thinking. That draw for Colombia has been really kind. But yeah, Molina's definitely someone that's interesting. Bring to the front. There's a big question mark for me on Bellingham, though. Because if I go Pulisic, it just opens up being able to buy a Cucurella. Spain have kept 3 clean sheets on the bounce. Spain are really good. Right, we said we would reveal at 42,700 subs. So I'm just going to help you guys get there by asking. Oh, Bruno G, he's great. I'm at 317 points and 2k ahead of you. Fine margins. Yeah, I'm at 315 and I'm 9k. That's mad, isn't it? And you know what's really annoying, Billy? I'd be 3 points better off if I didn't take Dumfries out of my team last night for Otamendi. I decided to go Otamendi. But, we can all say that, right? There's always we all made a bad decision or two. I didn't do well on captaincy this week, twisting until I got to Kane. A new Bemba came in. Any love for Cucurella? I like it very much. Munoz I like. German or English defender. I mean, I've got a German in. But I do see myself selling my German defender for Hakimi or for Dumfries, whoever wins. And I can't believe I don't own. I'm not going to own one of those players. I love Hakimi, and I think Morocco beat Netherlands. In fact, just put the name in the chat of the team you think wins that game, because I think that's the biggest coin toss game. There's a couple of coin toss games, but Morocco or Netherlands, who wins? Just let me take a gauge of who wins. Put the name of the country you think wins that football match. 305 points is great. Netherlands, Kimi or Van Heck. Look, whoever you think wins. If you're unsure, go for the team that wins. I think Morocco win, but Netherlands is definitely more popular. I'm surprised Netherlands is more popular, guys. Netherlands look quite frail at the back. Morocco look really good at the back. I think Morocco the better football team. Seriously, I do. Maybe it goes to pens. Dutch definitely. Netherlands, Morocco, Netherlands. Okay, maybe we have to poll this. We'll poll it in a minute. I'd say it's more saying Netherlands, though, which Morocco. I could see it. I think either Morocco win or Morocco. Yeah, I'm just going to say I think Morocco win. I don't actually think it will go to pens, but it wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Thank you so much for anyone gifting a membership, by the way. Abu Khad has gifted 6 memberships and he's become a member himself. What a legend. You're a good man, dude. Draven gifted 10. John gifted 5. Fella's become a member for 23 months. Love that. Thank you, guys. If you've won a membership, then congrats. You can thank those guys. Morocco defensively are the best in the World Cup. Might be a bit strong. Don't think they are, but I mean, Dupe is one of their centre-backs who's not great, but I mean, as a team, they do defend very well. I'll give you that. And they're up there. Yeah, they're a top 10 team. We forget, Morocco got to the last 4 of the last World Cup. They knocked teams like Portugal and Belgium, I think, out of the last World Cup. 2,000 of you watching. Thank you, guys. I will reveal some of those question marks. Hang on. There's one I've revealed. Manzambi. I will reveal one of my other 2 question marks in a sec when we get to, what did I say? We said we'd reveal another player at 42,700, didn't we? I think we're only 25 subs short of that. So if you're not subscribed, if you hit the button, I'll probably show you a player within the next minute. Great idea, Kieran. And I will show you a goalkeeper or a defender. You can pick. Seba from Canada is popular. Yeah, Seba from Canada is getting a lot of love. Let me just check his ownership. He's definitely one that seems to be a bit bandwagon-y. 5.1 million, 2.1% owned. I much prefer Manzambi, just throwing it out there. But I understand why people are looking at Saliba. In terms of the bookies odds for goals, Canada and Switzerland about the same. 1.76, 1.77. Going Dembele and Mbappe, yeah. I have Elise and Pulisic. Dembele or Vargas. There's a big difference in price. I mean, Vargas probably allows you to do so much more, right? Thoughts on Doué? I think Doué's a really good option. I like Doué. There's the average position map for France from last time out. This is why so many like Dembele got the hat-trick, but he had the average position. Personally, I think it was just a game that worked for him. I think Elise is the much better pick. Tagliafico is way too risky. Don't go there. I don't think Brown is injured. Thoughts on Erethabal? Great. I'm going to answer some quick-fire questions. Get them in if you're not already. If you want to ask a question, all you've got to do is subscribe to the video in... Yeah, I think the chat is set to subscriber-only mode. So if you're like, why can't I ask a question? It's because you're not subbed. Barcola starts. No, don't see it. I think it'll be Doué. Absolutely be Doué. Barcola has started 1 of the last 3. Matchday 2. Here are the minutes. Thoughts on Freeman? He's fine, but just go Dest. Thoughts on tripling up on Dembele, Elise, and Mbappe? I think it's 1 too many. I prefer the double up. I think you can spread it over a few other teams. Best England defender, O'Reilly. Still go there. Don't worry about rotation. I think he'll start every game. Munoz or Konza? Munoz. Freeman instead of Elvedi? Possibly, but I've already got double USA defense. I'm probably taking Elvedi out, though. I have said that. And I will be showing you my team without Elvedi in just a second. I'm going to put a question mark on him. But first, to show you that, I just need to... well, we're just waiting for our next threshold, aren't we? We said when we get to 40,700, we would show a player. So we'll do that. I think we're close. Any good Argentina mids? Not really, you know. I don't think there's an Argentina mid I'm like, oh, I got to have him. Still think the Four Guerreros is a good punt. Yeah, I do. I do, dude. Like 3.5 million, honestly. Like and subscribe, says Jay. Thoughts on Koundé? Yeah, he's fine. I don't know if I love the France defense. I think I prefer the Spain defense. Certainly the German defense for Matchday 1. I think Germany, Matchday 4, I think Germany keep a clean sheet to Paraguay. I think Brown will start. Any good defenders under 4.4 is loads. Look at my team. Dest for sure. The Argentine fullbacks are 4.4 and 4.0, I think. Dembele or Elise? Elise for me. Why Kimmich over Tar? All about the creativity you get from Kimmich, the chances created, the attacking threat. I'm trying to answer some quick fire questions here. Are you locked on Kane? I think I am locked on Kane, you know. The other player I'd look at is Lautaro Martinez, and to go double Argentine attack. It's an option. Dembele or Elise. Dembele, thoughts Narith about. I think he's great, but I'm going Yamal. Pulisic or Manzambi. Pulisic if money's not an issue. Medina or O'Reilly. Probably Medina. Munoz or O'Reilly. Probably Munoz. Will Munoz play? Absolutely. He was rested last night. If you want to dance, you've got to pay the band. Hit G with like boys. Oh, Evan Fell. I love that. Hakimi, Kimmich, or Dumfries. I'm going Kimmich and then transferring to the other one that's not knocked out next week. Thoughts on Haaland over Kane? I still think Kane's better. 2K views. That is awesome. Thoughts on Smith? I think he's good. Nuno Mendes, great. I think he's still the most owned defender and he's on free kicks. Views on Salah, not for me. Do not take Lautaro. I think I like him. Pulisic, no more scout bonus. So annoyed by that. Best Colombian players. I like the defenders. There's so many good options at the back. But Daniel Munoz would be the standout if money's not an issue. You're at the sub count. Are we really? I'm not Anchorman. I'll just read what it says. Are we at the sub count? Oh, we are. Right. Okay. Who do you want me to reveal? Goalkeeper or defender? You choose. Just put a word in the chat. I'm not polling it. It takes too long. I'll just go off who says the most. Goalkeeper, defender. Who do you want to see? It's going to be a scouting bonus player, guys. So I'm sorry if you don't like the fact I'm revealing scouting bonus players because I've been told to not reveal them, and now I am. I think I just saw FPL Chai's in the house. Are you there, Chai? Yeah. Mate, I think Doué's a great punt. Honestly, it could have been Doué got the hat-trick. Like, he has that potential. And another day, that's Doué gets the hat-trick, and we're all buying him. He's scouting bonus. He's cheap. I said at the start of the stream, I think Doué is a great punt. I would go Doué over Dembele and save the money. I'm going to say that now. I'd save 2 million and go Doué over Dembele. I think you can do a lot with 2 million in this game. I still think Elise is the pick, though. I still think Elise is the pick. Good luck, everyone. Says G Wiz. Chai, by the way, I'm guessing you're in and out, you're doing stuff, you're with the missus, whatever. If you did want to join me, you'd be very welcome to. I'm live for the next 2 hours. Sam is in the house. Defender, goalkeeper, defender. I think there's more defenders than goalkeepers, isn't there? Do you know what? I might do the one with... Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to do the defender because the defender's lower owned. The goalkeeper, guys, I'm not going to do the goalkeeper for... I'm going to put a round number on this. Till we're at 43k subs, 250 subs away, which means it's not going to be anytime soon. It's going to be maybe an hour, maybe more. But the goalkeeper's closer to the threshold. So look, we're going to reveal the defender who's lower owned. Now, the team you're about to see has 0.0 in the bank. Let's get rid of the team. Let's show you the team. Ta-da! Mojica of Colombia. I think he starts. And I know you're going to say rotation risk. There is a slim chance. But he's pretty nailed. Colombia rotated their fullbacks yesterday. He has played 90 minutes in Matchday 1 and 90 minutes in Matchday 2. He is first choice, as is Daniel Munoz. Munoz didn't start last night either. So if you look at the ticker for minutes, which I'm going to do right now, against DRC... No, sorry, against Jordan, which was a friendly. The last friendly, which was a good sign, he went Mojica. In the last friendly, he went Mojica and Munoz, right? That last friendly was a full choice 11. Then game 1, they played Uzbekistan. Again, he went Mojica and Munoz. Again, 90 minutes. Even though he got a yellow card in the 7th minute, he still played 90. And then against Congo... Again, Munoz got the goal, but Mojica did also play 90 minutes. So he's played 90 minutes in the last 3 games before last night, including the friendly, which did matter for minutes. The friendly mattered for minutes, not for anything else. And then against Portugal last night, people are going to be put off Mojica because they're going to go, Mercado came in. Yeah, so did Arias at right back. Are we saying that Munoz isn't the first choice? He did go fairly full strength, but he rotated a few positions, including the fullbacks. Guys, I'm happy to risk it for a 3.9 Argentine defender. I'm honestly, like, there is a slight risk there, but you have to take on risk in this game. I took on risk with Dest. I took on risk with a fair few players match day one. It's okay to take on that risk. His first choice. I'm going to show you a Colombia pass map against the DR Congo. Mexico, you're gonna like this, guys. You're gonna like this pass map. It's absolutely like fine. It's not amazing. Like, you're not going to get. Don't expect to get a Dumfries or a Hakimi. But if you're comparing him to Daniel Munoz, you know what Daniel Munoz does in attack, right? Pretty similar against the DRC. Now, that was a game they won 1-0. That was an impressive performance. Mexico and Munoz, bang, bang. If anything, Mexico's slightly bigger circle. If anything, a little bit higher. Because the left-hand side has Luis Diaz. And Luis Diaz is that little bit higher than whoever's on the right. So therefore, the left back is a little bit closer to him. But a lot of traffic goes down the left. Guys, I think he's a gem. I'm delighted. I'm delighted that no one's going Mexico because he didn't start. But they haven't done their research. He played 90 in the friendly before the World Cup when they went full strength. He played 90 match day 1, 90 match day 2. And in both those games, they look really good. We've seen clean sheets. We've seen brilliant average position. He's 3.9, and look where he is on the draw. He plays Ghana, who we saw against England. Ghana, very good defensively. Carlos Queiroz has them well drilled. But are they going to score many goals? I don't think so. And then against Switzerland or Algeria, I think they probably win the football match. I think we're looking at a quarterfinal of Colombia or Argentina. Pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that. Colombia are in the house. Guys, have I convinced you on Mexico? Just give me a line on him. I think he's a rubbish pick, Gianni. Good pick, Gianni. Or good pick, Gianni. Now I'm buying two. I don't think we're going to affect his ownership with 2,000 viewers. He's 1.7% owned. And the next changes aren't for another hour. To the minute. I think 4 minutes past the hour. Is that right? Oh, Munoz is definitely better. Munoz is 100% better, but I've got 0.0 in the bank. You'll notice with this team, I've also taken Elvedi out and put Molina in. I've got Medina and Molina. I've got 0.0. So look, I could replace Molina with a with any defender because I could sell Bellingham. These are the two spots now up for grabs. Do I go Bellingham and Molina or a different combination? I think it'd be Pulisic, to be fair. I'll be looking at. I already have Mexico, so you've just convinced me. Love that. Mexico or Dest? I'm going to say Dest. Munoz is way better. I absolutely agree. He's also out my price band. Pickford's your goalkeeper. He's not. I've got 0.0 in the bank. Mexico is absolutely good for clean sheet shield. Because even if they lose to Switzerland or Algeria, they're only conceding one, aren't they? Ismail Assar or Larian. I'm going to say Ismail Assar. Not sure about Mexico because he's 33 years old playing fullback. Yeah, but he's just missed a game. He's fine. I've gone Diaz and Munoz. Yeah, I like that, Mark. Colombia are great. Munoz is great if you can afford him. Munoz, biggest bargain in the game. Yeah, possibly. I'm just going to show you that average position map. Though Munoz is playing in a back four, so just do note that. And I know we've seen goals. Munoz in a 4 and a 5 are slightly different. Slightly different. He still gets very, very far forward. Can I explain why Elisa? I just think he's the better pick. And I think he's got the assist threat as well as the goal threat. Dembele is all about goal threat. Guys, I will reveal the next player. I'll reveal the goalkeeper, but not till we're at, we'll say 43,000 subs. So there's no pressure, but at 43,000, I'll reveal the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper's got low ownership, guys, but he's close to 5. Sorry, he's closer to 5. I think I said earlier, didn't I? Yeah, he's between 3 and 4% owned. And I think with 2,500 people watching, that might just get squeaky bum time. If people want to copy me. I mean, look, loads don't want to copy me, and that's completely... I wouldn't. I'm no expert. I'm an enthusiast. I'm a pundit, not an expert. I hate the word expert. I request that it's not used, and it's still always used. Yeah, I'm locked on Kane. I'm locked on Messi. The only two up for grabs are Bellingham. I'm just not set on Bellingham. I'm not set on Bellingham. I do like Pulisic. I was always on Pulisic. Maybe DRC are going to be good. And, you know, Ecuador, Mexico won't be mugs either. Do I really want Bellingham? Hey, I could go Daniel Munoz. Yeah, I have 0 in the bank, if that gives you any clues on my goalkeeper. Who's the best 12th man? I don't know. It depends on your team. One of the players I've got. One of the big 7. I have Bellingham and Kane. Honestly, I don't think I need Bellingham. Should we do a poll on Bellingham versus Kane versus none versus both? That's a good poll. I'm interested in the results of that. So, are you sub to the channel? Was my poll before? 74% are. That's nice. The 26% that aren't. Just so you know, if you 26%, which is 600 people, all hit the subscribe button, even if 100 of 200, 300 of you do, or whatever it is, I reveal another player straight away. When we get to 43k, I reveal a player. That's 250 subs away. Just saying. If you want that. Right. What am I doing? I'm polling. Let's do this poll. So end poll now. This is a great poll. But I think it's a mainly English audience. Is it first, guys? Before I do the poll, can you just tell me what country you're watching from? Where in the world are you watching? Just give me a country. I want to get a gauge for how many are in the UK. Whilst you're giving me your countries, I'm going to put that poll on. Because I think when you go into an English audience, it's like, yeah, everyone's on the double up. Everyone's got at least one. But there will be a lot of managers out there that aren't interested in double England. And that's completely fine. There's a lot of good players in this game. There is no right, wrong way to manage. Like, there's so many good options. So many good options. All right, where's my... I can't see my chat. Hang on. Where do I do a poll? Here we go. Right, let's do a poll. So yeah, put your country in the chat, and I want to gauge. I'm guessing it's about 30% England. Which English player do you have? Kane. Oh, which English... No, let me change the question. Do you own Bellingham and Kane? Kane only. Bellingham only. Both. Neither. Perfect. I'm really enjoying tonight. Thank you for everyone that joins. Genuinely, having loads of fun. Hope you are too. And I'm sorry I can't answer every question. That's the nature of the show is you just can't. Scotland in the house. Joshua's going no England. Why no Spain defenders? You can't have them all. English defence, England, Norway, Zimbabwe, Scotland, Australia, Maldives, Norway, Greece, Singapore. Love it. All over the world. Wales, you're not going England. Australia, you're not going England. Sweden, Bruno G. Nigeria. Love that, guys. Venezuela from the UK. Sorry to hear about what's happened in Venezuela. I hope your loved ones are all good. Hungary, Denmark, Maldives, South Africa. Scottish and Welsh are on a wind-up. Question times on BBC One. Iraq, India. All right. Why have you removed Guimaraes? Has something happened? No, he never had a locked emoji on his name, dude. Ollie, I showed you a team on my team selection video, which had 10 padlocks for locked players, including Elise, Yamal, Vinny, Messi, Kane, and Mbappe were all locked in. I left Pulisic and I left Bruno G unlocked, and I said I was unsure. I'm still unsure on... Well, I've gone to Manzambi, and then it's, what do I do with the Bellingham slot? Do I go to Pulisic? I was thinking De Bruyne or Trossard, but I'm not going there now. Do I go to Bruno G? I just don't really want double. I just keep looking at the draw going, I don't need Vinny. And I think Japan, I really put in respect on Japan, Norway and Ivory Coast. And therefore, I'm not going to Bruno G. But he's an absolutely really good pick. Okay. There is a poll out. What does the poll say? What did I poll? Yeah. Okay. 36% own Kane. 20% own Bellingham. A quarter of you own both, like me at the moment. 16% neither. So at the moment, Kane only is the most popular option. Honestly, the Bellingham spot's doing my head in. And I don't want to pick a defender. I don't want to pick a defender and go, I've only got X amount to spend on a midfielder. I want this to be a fluid position. Like, sure, Bellingham's great. And I go, Bellingham gets me a Molina. 4.4 max spend is Molina, who is a rotation risk, has to be said. But if I go away from Bellingham, there are plenty of other mids I like. Let me give you a few. And honestly, I'm so indecisive on this pick. I'm really indecisive on this pick, and I appreciate that. So Saibari, but obviously I'm avoiding that fixture. And I am going to avoid that fixture. We like Bellingham. I like Bruno Guimaraes at 6.8. I like Trossard at 6.6. I like De Bruyne at, I think, 7.5. I like Diaz at 8.1. I mean, that only saves me 0.2. But I really like Christian Pulisic, guys. He's 7 million. I think he's so good for this round. And I think I then might sell him, but I like him for this round. Pulisic's a great bet. I like Rashford. I like what I saw from Rashford last night. Do we think Rashford starts? I think Rashford starts now, doesn't he? I think Rashford did enough last night over Gordon. Do England fans agree with that? Let me know who you think starts, England fans, Rashford or Gordon. I must confess, I only watched the highlights. I do like Pulisic. He was under 5%. He's gone over, though. Bellingham versus Pulisic. If I went Pulisic, I'd be able to leave money in the bank, which then gets me up easily from a Kimmich. I'd be able to replace Molina, which is the defender I think I like least, because he's Molina, Argentina, because he's the right back, so he's going up against Montiel, who arguably is first choice. I think Tagliafico isn't. I think Medina is now first choice. I think the friendly and Matchday 1 and 2 showed us that. So Molina is the one I would sell. At 4.4, I could have any defender in the game pretty much. Not Hakimi. I've got 5.7 spend. Dumfries is 5.7 exactly. Although I don't think Dumfries wins. I think Morocco win. I respect that Moroccan defence. I'd probably go Cucurella. Again, I like Spain against Austria. I think a clean sheet is very possible. I like Spain as a team. I know we haven't seen a huge amount from Spain, but I think they'll grow into the competition. I think that still should be one of the favourites. I think they beat Portugal or Croatia. I think their quarterfinal would be a really good quarterfinal. Like, it wouldn't be a bad quarterfinal. You'd get Senegal, Belgium, or US. Again, that could be a clean sheetable game. Cucurella is a really attractive proposition. We know he gets forward. We know he's fun to own. He's given license in this Spanish attack. So my combination at the moment, I'm looking at Cucurella and Pulisic, or Bellingham and Molina. It's a shame there's not really an Argentine midfielder that I want. Should there be? Should there be an Argentine midfielder? I'm not interested in DePaul. I'm not interested in McAllister. I'm not even interested in Enzo. And you guys know I love Enzo. Lo Celso had a great cameo. Does Almada start? Probably. 6.5 Almada. I think he did start last night, but he did start match day 2, didn't he? So that's an interesting one. Let me just have a look at Almada's minutes, because he does get scouting bonus. Argentina BBC results. Just going to look at their minutes. Okay, so last night we know he went fairly straight second string, and he didn't start Almada. So that was a good sign. Almada did come on for Lo Celso at an hour. Fair play on that free kick, by the way. Let's just check the friendly. I keep doing this. I check the last friendly because most teams went full strength. This gives us an understanding of where they're at. And they, okay, That wasn't the last friendly. The last friendly was against Iceland, wasn't it? Okay, he didn't go full strength in that. I'm not going to read anything into that. Okay, the Argentina didn't. They mixed it up with their last two friendlies. He started one, not the other, but can't read anything into that. Some teams you can. So Argentina, match day 1, they went with Almada, and Nico Gonzalez came on at 55. He came on and got an assist. Nico Gonzalez, so good at Fiorentina 2 years ago and didn't do it at Juve. Now he's at Atletico on the bench, I think. Austria match day 2. How did Almada play? He did start, got the nod over Gonzalez, but again, early substitution. This time for Julian Alvarez, 64. Yeah, I'm turned off by this already. We're not going there. It's a shame because I'd love to just go, Argentina, look, they're so good for goals. Kane against low blocks, maybe he's not as good as you say. Yeah, I think he'll be fine. It's all about game state in those games. If they score early, the floodgates could open. How about Munoz for Mallorca and then Wirtz for Bellingham? Yeah, fine. Hey, Gianni, just want to say thanks for everything you do. Really appreciate it. It's very kind of you. Is Wirtz a good pick? Yeah, Wirtz is fine. Look, I'm not anti the Germans. I just think I've got a few trust issues with them, and I think Kimmich alone is enough. Rashford versus Gordon's interesting. I think most are saying Rashford. Some saying Rashford didn't look good. Pulisic hit 5, yeah. Hakimi Dumfries. I'm just going to move to them from Kimmich. 2,300 of you watching, which is awesome. Thank you, guys. I am loving that you're choosing me as your deadline of choice. I really do appreciate that. Let me just move my camera a tad. Did anyone see me on Sky Sports News this morning? I did it from home and I had to move my camera and it's buggered everything up. Apparently, I look really sunburnt. I'm not sunburnt, and my face was just glowing red on Sky Sports News. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I'm going to show you. Honestly, this was from Sky Sports. This was what I came back. Honestly, I don't know how this is going to come through, but this is not a flattering look. Let me. It's probably not going to focus. See how red I am? I'm like, what have they done to me? Honestly, I'm not sunburned, and I have had the reddest face. So red. Honestly, I'm going to tweet it, and then if you, I'll put it on my Instagram. I'll put it on Twitter and Instagram, but let's tweet it first. It's quicker. I was like, what have you done? What? I'm not sunburned. Look at, do I look sunburned? This was a few hours ago. So red. Is it sunburnt? Sunburnt. They're both correct. Sunburned or sunburnt. Promise I'm not. Anyway. Super chat coming in. Thank you very much, Bruno. Jude Bellingham, Munoz. Let me just get my team back up because some will be just tuning in going, what's his team? And Emi Martinez or Yamal Mahika. Look, I think Yamal is very risky to go with that. I think he can just do it. Yeah. That's the team I've got. So, yeah, I like that option. The second. And look, I'm going to reveal my goalkeeper when we get to 43K subs. I don't know why I look so sunburned. It's so bad. Hey, Jane, just want to say thanks for everything you do. Really appreciate it. Thank you much. What do you think of O'Reilly? I think he's great. Thank you, Jay. Do like the stream. As Jay says, always keeping me ticking over. Argentina playing with subs in the friendlies. Yeah, they did really rotate. I've Spence and Haaland in at the moment. Yeah, I think great. I prefer Kane though. I do prefer Kane. What minutes do you think Neymar gets? I still think off the bench. I don't. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Thank you, Squirrel May. Do you think Manzambi starts? Absolutely. Absolutely. He has to start. He has to start now. Hey, I sent a super chat 3 minutes ago. Please see. Oh, I think I've done that. Is Bruno a good pick tonight? You didn't need to send another one, dude, but thank you. While White Lightning can do. Yeah. Is David a good pick tonight? No. Kane for me, if so. He's a great pick tonight, but I still think I'd go Kane. So many questions coming in, guys. Thank you so much for all your questions. Is Ronaldo a good pick? Not for me. Colombia defender. Yeah, we've got Mahika. Bellingham or Kane is a headache. I don't think it is. I think Kane's a no-brainer, guys. Okay, no-brainers, steep. It's the recency bias. If you didn't watch last night, would anyone be saying that? And I'm guilty of this too, because you can see Bellingham in my team, and he wasn't this time yesterday. I do think it's the recency bias. 40% are going Kane only, 19% Bellingham only, 24% going both, 18% going neither. Let's just do a poll on Kane in general. Is Kane in your team? Could I have worked that out from the last one? I could have. Just simple. I think because a lot are going Haaland. And if you're going Haaland and guessing, because I'm guessing 95% of you are going Messi. I'm guessing 90% of you are going Mbappe. And I'm guessing 60% are going Kane. 50%, 60% are going Kane, right? Have you thought about Vargas? He's great, but he's like $1 million more than Manzambi, and I just can't afford him. Vargas is great. The Swiss average position map from the last game is there if you want to see more on Vargas. Right. Let me put my phone away. Scouting bonus isn't so important. I'd say use the qualification booster. It'll be both though. You will benefit from scouting bonus and qualification booster. So it's an additional 4 points for some. It would be lovely to get it. Trossard versus Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz. Brazil's Guimarães is a shout to free up money. Brazil's Guimarães is amazing. Like we like that very much. Does qualify points count towards scouting bonus? Yeah, you'll get both. I'm pretty sure you'll get both. If I'm wrong, someone in the chat feel free to say. From what I've seen, you will get both. Dembele or Elise, it's all about Elise for me. In the chat, by the way, England struggle with African teams. Yeah, they did with Ghana, but England can struggle with teams that can defend really well. Panama did for the first hour. Like they struggled, but if you score an early goal, game state matters, and an early goal could change everything. And I think it's very possible England could score an early goal versus DRC. It's possible. Thank you all for tuning in, by the way. I really appreciate you. I'm answering as many questions as I can whilst thinking of the masses to try and do the mass questions that benefit the most. I can't believe I look that sunburnt. I'm putting it. I just need to put it on Insta. I forgot to. Mateus Cunha is great, but again, it's all about Vinny. This team, this Brazil team, is a Vinny team. It's built for Vinny. And when you see the tweak in the formation, and you've watched my videos this week, guys, right? You've seen the graphics I've showed you on Brazil. Bruno Guimarães is going to benefit from that diamond. Cunha probably isn't. Vinny certainly is. He's even more central with no Rafinha. And he's even more central the fact there's no number 9. Vinny is effectively the forward who just drifts left, a bit like an Mbappe, to be fair. Yeah. Why the hell do I let that sunburn? Right. You've got my concentration. Will Yamal, so Yamala's done 20, 45, 60, or sorry, 70, 80. I think he's ready for 90 now, yeah. Mahika or Manoz, considering only one's got scouting bonus. Mahika, Manoz is the better pick though, guys. He absolutely is. How about Canada versus South Africa? I think Canada might edge it. I think home support matters. Manzambi or Saliba? I'm going to say Manzambi. Jonathan David, bad pick? No, not a bad pick. Gianni, I have Bellingham. Would you reckon I should pick Kane or Haaland? I still think look at players individually in their own right instead of worrying about combinations. Who is the better pick? Forget the fact you own Bellingham. Who do you prefer? Look at every pick in isolation is one of the best bits of advice I've probably been given in FPL. And in isolation, honestly, Kane's a better pick. And I'm pretty sure on that. I feel very confident on that. And you guys know I love picking Haaland in a fantasy team. Yeah. Oh, what was I going to do? I was looking for something. Konza losing scouting bonus. Wow, he was like 2% a couple of days ago. Someone I really liked. He was in my first draft. Konza losing scouting bonus. Is he really? Let's just look at Konza. Has he gone over? I don't think we know till 4 minutes past, do we? Konza is at 4.8. He's going to lose it. He's going to lose it. Guys, I do want to reveal my goalkeeper to you. And I did say a while back, I will reveal the goalkeeper at 43,000 subs. So if you want to hit that subscribe button, if you're not already subbed to the channel, I will show you the goalkeeper sooner rather than later, if you want that. Kimmich or Dest? Dest for value and do something with the money. I've still got a big dilemma over Bellingham, guys. How's the poll looking? We polled Kane. Yeah, 63% of you are going there. Do we need Bellingham too, though? I'm not so sure. Are we sleeping on Dumfries? The $1 million question here, though, dude. And we love Dumfries and we love Hakimi. They're my two favourite defenders in this game, and I've got neither of them. The reason I've got neither of them is they play each other, and I just cannot call that football match. I'm going to say Morocco win it, but I'm so 51-49. And I'm just going to move to the other one that I don't have. I'm going to move to the one that qualifies for when they play South Africa or Canada. I'm going to sell Kimmich and buy Denzel Dumfries, or I'm going to sell Kimmich and buy Hakimi, depending on who's still in the competition. Ewan's given me 79p without asking a question. Come on, Ewan, where's your question? I don't want you to go... Spence 0.5%. I mean, he should be nailed. I don't know the status of Kwanzaa's injury. I'm going to be completely honest. But if Kwanzaa's out, then he is nailed, yes. Until James is back. I didn't have anyone for scouting bonus, so I've gone for Sane. Whoa, I love that, Freddie. Bit of spice. Yeah, Luke de Frogora should play. Started all three. He's only missed 20 minutes of the 3 games. Canada aren't at home today. Are they not? Oh, Canada had to finish top. They were going to play in Vancouver if they finished top. They're playing in LA, I think. Off the top of my head, I think they're LA. I do like the Lautaro shout. I don't know if I like it instead of Kane, but it is something I would consider. We just looked at Buena. Unfortunately, the early subs. Subbed 50-odd minutes for Nico Gonzalez in Matchday 1, and in Matchday 2, subbed around 60 minutes for Alvarez. I think he's first choice, but I do think you're going to suffer from early subs. Bruno, thank you so much. Why not downgrade Molina to De Frogura and maybe Kimmich to do Jude to Yamal? I've got Yamal. But you could do that. Yep. If that gets you Jude to Yamal, make that downgrade. De Frogura is great. 3.5 million. He's an amazing enabler. Love you, G. Love you too, Ryan. Lautaro instead of Kane, you've just done that. Emi Martinez is a great option. Nico Riley versus Pickford and Lissandro. I'd go Nico Riley option without a shadow of a doubt. He is going to score soon. If you've been watching England, you'll know a goal is coming for big Nico O'Reilly, who, by the way, used to be a number 9. Are we sleeping on Tar? Possibly, but I prefer Kimmich. Chat Virgin. Bellingham over Kane. And everything about over Yamal. Is it good? Look, it's not what I've got. So I can't say I prefer it because I clearly don't. But they're good options still. Meant Dembele. Sorry, Bruno. Go. Yeah. Oh, it gets you Dembele. That's still a big upgrade. For me, I'm okay not having France triple attack. I'm okay with that. But thank you for the super chat, man. I don't think I need Elise, Dembele, and Mbappe. I think 3 is overkill. I think France are very good. I think Doué is a great pick as well. I could go do. I'm more interested in Doué than Dembele purely because of the price point. Honestly, I could go Doué. He starts. Doué's got scouting bonus too. Sweden are so rubbish. Honestly, okay, my midfield pick's causing me all sorts of problems. Because Doué is someone I had thought about and I forgot to mention him earlier. Is Kane in your team? 63% are saying Kane is in. I need a midfielder, guys. Start a poll. Who is Gianni's? I'll answer super chats in a sec. Who should be Gianni's last midfielder? Doué, Pulisic, Diaz, Bellingham. Help me out, team. This one might go down to the wire. Super chats coming in. Thank you all so much for asking them. It really does support the channel. Freezer and O'Reilly. And De Cooper or Rangel plus Cucurella. Wow. Freezer and O'Reilly. Good combo. It's probably the closest to what I'd go for. I'd go O'Reilly over De Cooper or Rangel and Cucurella. I think Ecuador score. I'm going to say Freezer and O'Reilly, and I love the O'Reilly. I love the Cucurella pick. I have 7.1 for an Argentine midfielder. There isn't one. Okay, go Enzo just for minutes, but I don't think there is one that I like. There's not an Argentina midfielder I'm comfortable buying. Enzo Fernandez is 7.5. You've got 7.1. I'd make it work and find 0.4 if you really want an Argentine midfielder, but I don't think you need one. Just go double Argentina defense like me. Although, I'm not sure how long I keep Molina for. Again, I'd go to just Lisandro Martinez and bank the minutes. For Argentina defenders, if you're looking at ownership, you're not getting scouting bonus from many, okay? Medina is currently 13% owned. Lisandro Martinez is 8% owned. Romero is 5.6. And then Molina, you are getting it from 3.8, but not nailed. That should be the back four. Why not Balogun? Because I can only have 15 players. I've gone for 3 premiums up top. Bit of a mouthful. Can't have them all, can you? Doesn't mean I think Balogun's a bad pick just because I don't have him, though. Is Medina the Argentina defense? No, it's been Tagliafico and Montiel that have been injured. They're both back, though, I think. Do a minutes risk? Yeah, but he's a starter. He's a minutes risk, but he's a starter. And if he's playing well, he'll stay on the pitch. Or stay on the pitch fairly long. But yeah, Barcola is a massive threat. Of course he is. Guys, you are voting for my 8th attacker. And I'm delighted you're voting. Thank you. Doué at 16. Pulisic at 32. Diaz at 20. Bellingham at 31. Pulisic also allows me to go to someone like a Cucurella. If I want to. Do I prefer Cucurella or do I prefer an Argentina defender? Like Cucurella, I expect him to concede versus Portugal, Croatia, but I'll be on the clean sheet shield anyway. So they could concede 1. And I do think they keep a clean sheet versus Austria. Versus Argentina, I definitely get a clean sheet against Cape Verde. It feels like I do. And I'll probably get the clean sheet shield versus Australia or Egypt. But does Molina start both? I'd probably just go to Lisandro and bank it. The problem with Lisandro is I don't get scouting bonus, but maybe it's not worth risking Molina starting. Tough. Last World Cup, did they ever rotate? Can anyone do some research for me? Last World Cup was obviously the same manager, and he had Montiel in the squad. He had Tagliafico in the squad. Where Tagliafico was first choice. Was Montiel first choice in like the quarter of the semi-final? I don't think he was. I think he scored in the shootout, didn't he? Did he rotate his fullbacks? What does Scaloni do in World Cup knockout games? This is good research. Tagliafico, I know, was first choice, and therefore there wasn't rotation. But where there's like two good players like they've got in Molina and Montiel, like they've got in Medina and Tagliafico, where it's quite tight, where it's coin toss for who starts, which it clearly is at Argentina at the moment, although I do think Medina's firmly first choice. Does he rotate? Can someone just go back and look at the knockout games for Argentina and let me know? Any volunteers to do that? So not everyone does it. Let me know if you're volunteering yourself to do that. I'm interested in last 16, quarterfinal, semi-final, and final. So 4 games. Who did he pick at fullback for all 4 games? I mean, I should just do it, shouldn't I? Should I just do it? It's me being lazy. It's not that. It's just I miss questions if I'm doing that. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to wait for you guys. Yeah, Acuna. Yeah, I do remember this now. And Tagliafico and Montiel equals Molina. He kept rotating. Curious Browser, can you let me know how many starts they both had, though, in those games? I just want starts. I'm guessing he didn't make substitutes there. This is really interesting because it's... Where can I pop you a DM? Instagram. Instagram, you can DM me. Anyone can DM me. You don't have to be followed. Like, I will see it in my Instagram. My Instagram is just my name, giannibutticefpl, I think it is. But let's try and find, if I miss it and someone's given me the info on those minutes, Pulisic, not a minute's risk unless he gets injured. He's talismanic for his team. How do you judge who's... Man said pop your private message. It could be about anything, dude. I don't think that's weird at all. I quite like my subscribers and we have quite a community like here. If anyone wants to private message me, they can. It could be about anything. That's fine. Instagram is the way, though. You can't DM someone on Twitter unless I'm following them, I think. But on Instagram, anyone can DM me. Whether I follow you or not. Please, Gianni, Dembele or Yamal. Look at my team, dude. Come on, Kaylee. Which one have I got? Go Dembele. Get subscribing, folks. Want to see the second goalkeeper? Yes, if you want to see the goalkeeper, we are waiting till we get to 43,000 subs. When we get to 43,000 subs, I will show you that goalkeeper who I'm locked in. We're fine on Pulisic. Yeah. Yamal, for a very good shout. Yeah. That is my Instagram. Let me see if I've got that DM. Maybe you're DMing me the minutes for the fullbacks in the last World Cup. It matters because it's the same manager, by the way. Tagliafico is the first choice. He was not fit. That's why I've been thinking. No, disagree. Oh, yes. A left back. Yeah. Yeah. But has he played his way in now? Has Medina played his way in? Having a cheap defender on the last day is suboptimal. I know. It's not ideal. But you don't have to play them. I had this with Otamendi, to be fair, and I did bring him in. Has anyone given us keep liking and subscribing, guys? If anyone tells me about the defenders, let me know. Right, I'm on Instagram now. Oh, a few of you have just followed me. Thank you, guys. Shout out to Najwa, to This is Jason, to Shadow Prince, to Amni, to Odifeki, to Vipper, to JP, to Sam Davies, to Caroline. Thank you, guys. If you want to DM, you can. Haven't had that DM yet, though. Oh, no. I may have. If you can be helped, that would be great. I need some advice on the team. Okay. Sorry, guys. I can't do that. But Vipper has given me Molina and Acuna. Both back 5. Both Molina and Acuna. Oh, the 4 games. Last 16, quarterfinal, semi-final, final. We played Molina, Acuna. Back 5, both Molina and Acuna. Then Molina, Tagliafico. Did Acuna get injured? Anyway, he played Molina in the last 4, back-to-back. Molina's safe. Medina could swap. This tells me that Medina is not safe. Tagliafico could get minutes in 1 or 2 of the games. No, hang on. I'm confused now. I should have just done the research myself because it'd be clear. Right. Molina started all knockout games. Acuna started the first 2 knockouts. 2 played. Yeah. So at left back, okay. Whilst Molina started them, I'm not saying I want Molina in my team now. What I just wanted to know was, does he rotate fullbacks? Medina is the one that I feel like is most nailed in this team in terms of the minutes. I think he's firmly first choice Medina. I think Molina is vulnerable. I'm sticking with Medina. And look, maybe Molina's pretty down. The fact that he was able to play Acuna and Tagliafico, and I remember Montiel scoring a pen, he's happy to rotate fullbacks. Pulisic and Mark injury scares. Yeah, we can't be scared of stuff like that. It's the World Cup. They're going to roll them out for a knockout game. Bombito is back. Oh, we got the lineups. Does the Frogueros start? Canada lineup. Oh, wow. Okay, De Frogueros is not starting because Bombito is back. Bombito is the centre-back. He was injured, so the kid De Frogueros, the 3.5 million defender from Canada that we all wanted to put in our teams, is not starting. Repeat, if you have the 3.5 million defender from Canada, De Frogueros, who I can't pronounce his name, he does not start because Bombito is back. And we knew he wasn't first choice going into the World Cup because he started matchday 1, 2, and 3. We assumed he was safe. Bombito is back. Like I just said with knockouts, they will wheel them out. They'll wheel them out for the knockouts. This is the biggest game in Canadian football history. Luc De Frogueros does not start. Do not put him in your team. 3.5 million defender. I'm just tweeting it because it will be helpful to so many people. 3.5 million defender that has started all 3 games for Canada does not start tonight. Bombito is back. He's back fit. And he is like he's at Ligue 1, plays for Nice, like centre, you know. De Frogueros. That's big news, isn't it? Whew. Big news for Canada, that. Who the fudge is Bombito? He's the first choice centre-back who plays in Ligue 1 for, I think, Nice. Thoughts on Buena? The early subs are going to happen with Buena. Subbed in both matchday 1 and 2 around the hour mark. Canada pass map, baby. Oh, I'm just like a pass map machine for you guys. Is that what you want me for? You just want me for my pass maps. But your wish and all that. All right, let me find the Canadian pass map. This is against... When did they play Switzerland? Was that matchday 3? I'll get you it versus Switzerland. The hardest opponent, right? All right. Pass map. Image file. I need to upload it now. Pass map for Canada. It's the game they lost, isn't it? There you go. Buchanan's been so lively. That's the pass map. I'll keep it up on the screen for a minute. Do get voting. Guys, when we get to 43k subs, which, by the way, thank you all for the support. And I'm talking to all you that are already subbed, genuinely. I'll reveal the goalkeeper. I said I would. So, yeah, I will reveal the goalkeeper when we get to 43k subs. I'm getting a lot of why Elise, not Dembele. I think he's the better pick. Dembele is all about goals. Elise is about both goals and assists. Best Canadian defender option now. Go based on ownership and price. Ownership and price. Belgium pass map. Oh my God, I'm just a pass map machine. I don't know if you guys like this or want this. Do the masses want pass maps? Or do you want me just to be doing Q&A? Because finding a pass map takes me forever because I've got an email from every game at the World Cup. And I have to then just scroll for ages going, where are they? I can't see Belgium easy quickly. Oh, there they are. There they are. Belgium. This is the game you want. They scored 5, right? All right. Canada pass map is going. There's the Ecuador one for anyone interested. Belgium pass map. Your wish is my command. Oh, it doesn't really help, does it? But De Bruyne, Trossard, De Ketelaere, and Doku were all in the same place because they kept rotating, though. It's the average position. De Kuyper is high. Anthony's quite high. Sorry, Castagne's quite high. Tielemans was a little bit more disciplined. 2,400. Wow, that is amazing. I think our record is probably 2.5 this World Cup. So that'd be amazing. Thank you, guys. I'm going to reveal the goalkeeper, and then I'm going to focus on that position in midfield because I really am. I'm struggling with that midfielder. I'm not sure. Elvedi instead of Molina. The problem with Elvedi is, and I do really like Elvedi, and I thought he was locked. And we like Switzerland, but it's Colombia, Ghana. They will concede one of the games, and Algeria probably score against them too. I did see a clean sheet for Switzerland versus Algeria, I'm not going to lie, but I don't love match 2. Versus an Argentina defender, I think I see clean sheets in both. And I will be on the clean sheet shield, but Colombia could score 2. Colombia are such a good attack. Colombia, anyone watch Colombia, Portugal? They're bloody good. They're bloody good. Do I go Douay? No one's talking about Douay. Yeah, Laria is a great option for the Canada defense. 3.9, by the way. I'm definitely going Medina. I'm just not sure if I'm going Molina, by the way. Oh, man, I really want to go Douay. Because the thing is, yeah, he'll probably get an early sub, but if he's playing well, he won't. He'll hook Dembele. He'll hook Dembele for Barcola and doing it. Like, Dembele is not a 90-minute man either. Whichever one's playing worse comes off out of Dembele and Douay. I'm just not sold on Bellingham. I am kind of sold on Pulisic, though, but I am also on Douay. Sweden are bad. It's just the Germany game. I'm like, do I really want triple France for Germany? But I could sell. But then Pulisic versus Bosnia, I just feel I have seen Bosnia defend like beavers. If you're old enough to remember that joke, versus Italy, and they were so good at it, and they were so good at defending versus Wales too. But I think USA, the home advantage, Pulisic should be fresh. He was so good that first half of Matchday 1, Pulisic. I don't think I'm going to go. Diaz is an option, yeah. I don't think I'm going to go Bellingham, am I? I'm not going Musiala. He looks so good game 1. He's amazing. Honestly, he's one of those players I was just gutted when Chelsea sold. Like, I think he was a massive, massive, massive loss for Chelsea and the Premier League. I think on his day, if he was fit all the time, I'd put him in the world-class bracket. I rate Pulisic so high. and I rate him probably too high compared to most. I rate him a lot higher than the average football fan. He's an absolute baller. The twinkle toes. It's injuries, though. We never see him fully fit. All right. Medina will not start. I disagree. I don't think Tagliafico is first choice anymore. I really don't. Looking at the minutes pre-tournament and then for the first few match days, I think Medina is very safe. Why not Trossard? I don't love the draw. I actually think Senegal beat Belgium. Let's do a poll on Senegal-Belgium. Because look, when we look at the draw, which are the tightest games? I don't think I can poll it because I want your votes. The tightest games for me, I've put question marks. I really cannot call Netherlands-Morocco. I really cannot call Belgium-Senegal. I actually think Colombia-Ghana will be tight. And there's a few others I think will be tight. Tonight will be tight. South Africa-Canada. But Belgium-Senegal, I'm going to say Senegal. And Netherlands-Morocco, I'm going to say Morocco. I'm going for the 2 African teams over the 2 European teams there. Let me know who you think will win, guys. Oh, Musiala versus Wirtz versus Mecha. Honestly, I've got a eye test and he's had reduced minutes. Quite like Musiala from what I've seen. But Wirtz has got the minutes and Mecha's got the points. I've popped you a DM with the Argentina stuff. Legend. Requests. Well done, James. Right. Research already. Thank you, James. Okay, this is great Argentina research. Scaloni kept rotating his fullbacks. I looked earlier in the week. Against Australia, yeah, he played Molina and Acuna. Acuna and Molina against Netherlands. Molina and Tagliafico. So Molina was first choice. I don't think he is anymore. Or he's not as nailed anymore. This is 4 years ago. But the cogs are not important 4 years ago. Form changes. Players change and managers change their opinion on players. But in terms of, is he open to rotating fullbacks in a World Cup, in the knockouts, Scaloni, when he doesn't change his centre-backs, is changing, and much of his team, he is changing fullbacks. So that's rule 1 to take into account. He then said, in principle, Palacios was training when Montiel was out for a few days after Algeria. Now, Palacios, I remember, played right back yesterday because Montiel was injured. It is a position where we need to have options. To Molina, who was coming off a break, we gave some rest, and I don't want to risk Gonzalo. That's Montiel. So Montiel was not ready to be risked yesterday. This is what I'm telling you in my comment under your YouTube video. Yeah, I think Montiel came out the team because of an injury. I saw something about that on Football when I opened the commentary for the second group. Yeah. That's why he rested Medina last night, because he knows Medina's probably playing the next game. Sorry, Molina. Because there's an injury. Oh, sorry. Those DMing me saying, can you rate my team? Sorry, guys. Not when I'm streaming. I can't. I can answer questions in the chat, but I'd need a couple of minutes to do that. Netherlands, but yeah, tight games. Yeah, Sabari's great. Netherlands, Belgium is so tight. You think you think those two? Yeah, Netherlands, Morocco is so tight, and Chai thinks Netherlands. I fancy the African teams, dude. Senegal beat Spain in the quarters? I don't think so. Yeah. Enzi Konza's 4. Konza's going to hit 5. Konza's come out and no way. He was 2 something the other day. Oh, no way. Are we at 43k? Oh, amazing. Tightest fixtures Joe's got. This is probably a stats thing on odds. Mexico, Ecuador. Yeah, Ecuador are low-key very good. Netherlands, Morocco, Belgium, Senegal. And Australia, Egypt. Yeah. Right, it's time to reveal the goalkeeper. All right, give me the name you think I've got in goal. Give me the name you think I've got in goal in the chat. Who have I got in goal in the chat? Come on. Now, his ownership, better not. You don't all buy him because he's a very good pick. Who do you think I've got? Loads saying Vargas. Loads saying Crepeau. Mannion, Crepeau, Vargas. Schober at 3.5 for Egypt. If you need to save money, my friend. The Egypt guy I've had in my team. 3.5. He ain't gonna concede. He ain't gonna keep a clean sheet versus Argentina, but save points. Emi Martinez, Vargas, Rangel, Vargas, Crepeau, Vargas, Crepeau. Okay, a lot of thinking Crepeau, a lot of thinking Vargas, a lot of thinking the Egyptian keeper. Let's reveal my goalkeeper. Removed from studio. Hang on. Let's put my team in. I've got so many screens now because of all your pass map requests. I don't want to delete them just in case I get the same request. It's Vargas. Colombia, dude. Now, don't worry about picking goalkeepers from either side of the draw. I think I put a bit too much weight on the draw. And I said earlier this week, pick one from this side and one from this side. No, because you get so many transfers. You get 4, you get 4, you get 5, you get 6. The transfer allocation is insane. Using a transfer on a goalkeeper is fine. And even if you pick one from each side of the draw, what are the chances one of them gets to the final? Probably quite low unless you're going Emi Martinez. So look, goalkeepers just pick, for me, scouting bonus and cheap. That's been the common theme with the best scoring goalkeepers. And both Fresi and Vargas, however you pronounce them, are those two things. They're both cheap. One's 4.2, one's 4.3. Fresi is 3.4% owned, and I don't think will creep over 5. Vargas, I mean, Colombia should get a lot of love. Vargas is, okay, he's 3.4. Yeah, I said between 3 and 4. Okay, he's 3.4. He's not going to go over 5%, not now. We've got an hour to the deadline. So, yeah, I'm happy on that. Double Colombia defense here for me. Double Colombia defense. My big dilemma is those two, though. Those two question marks. I really want to. I'd be going Due if it wasn't for the Germany game. I'd be going Pulisic with my heart, Bellingham with my head, and Due with my, I'm going to just Hail Mary it. If I'm recommending one, I'm going to say Pulisic. That's my heart pick. It's been my heart pick since day one. Pulisic was in my first draft. 3.5 enabler. Kingpin would be Canada's De Fragorele. If you haven't noticed, though, Kieran, he's not starting. He's not starting. De Fragorele does not start. For those that are unaware, that's the breaking team news. Larea 3.9 is Canada's best option now. I might just put that on the strap. I feel like there'll be a lot that are joining that might have that defender. Because I heavily... Breaking news. It's like being on Sky Sports News again. Bombito is back and takes his place. Yeah, I'll put that on the strap. Bombito is back. Yeah, so... $2,749 of you watching, which is insane. Thank you all for watching my World Cup content. Blown away by it, quite frankly. I didn't ever think I would start this journey on, I think, 39k subs. I think we've made something like 4,000 subscribers in the last 4 weeks, which is insane. So thank you all for watching my content. I'm doing daily videos. I really am grinding and trying to show you fresh, new content. The pass maps help. The XG plots help. But yeah, I'm touched to have you all supporting. So not just now for those watching, but all those that have been watching my daily videos. There's not going to be a video tomorrow. I'm going a day without a video because it's my wife's birthday. I was going to say I'm exhausted, and that is also true. But me being exhausted doesn't really stop me making a video, and that's probably a personality issue. Probably not a good thing. But it is the wife's birthday. So out of respect to her, I'm not going to be like, leave me alone for 2 hours, I'm making a video, because that's what I usually say. And no, that will not happen tomorrow. Do on an inkling of a gut feel. Yeah, I know. Why not Diaz? Can't have them all. I hate it when people say, why not the ex-player? Like they're a must-have. If I didn't have Messi, I would expect why not Messi questions. But Diaz is not a must-have player. And I think he's great, but you can only have... My answer to all of those questions is always, because you can only have 15. If you ask me why not Mbappe or why not Messi, fine. Is anyone going without Mbappe or Messi? Can you let me know in the chat? There we go. Sanaya from Ghana, maybe. 3.5. Yeah, do hit the buttons. Thanks, guys. Dutch, Belgium wins. Do you reckon? I honestly think Morocco and Senegal. I think Morocco and Senegal. So, Molina's going to start. I might just keep Molina in, you know. Montiel wasn't fit for last night. I don't think he's going to be fit for... When do Argentina play? Oh, they've got a week, to be fair. Though, would you risk it? Don't know. If you're interested in the odds from FPL Joe, check out FPL Joe's website as well, guys. It's awesome. FPL Joe, put your... it's FPL.Joe. Is it FPLJoe.com? Yeah, FPLJoe.com. But some great predictions there for clean sheets by the bookies odds, the spreading bet markets for projected goals, for clean sheets. And he's also put in the qualification booster and clean sheet shield. What a legend. Hopefully not too small for you there. Douglas Santos is a good pick. First choice now, Douglas Santos. I would like to find you the stuff I've done on Brazil. Let me see if I can find that. All right, Brazil. Attention, please. Sound like a school teacher. Attention, please. Bruno Guimaraes. I've been loving Bruno G, and I just think the draws put me off in the end. I think Japan, and then mind blank. Japan, and then Ivory Coast or Norway. Tough. But look, what we've seen with Bruno G is Brazil changed the formation. What did Brazil do game week 1? They wanted to play with an out-and-out number 9, a number 9 between the sticks. Igor Thiago got the nod because they were so short. So Igor Thiago played up front, Rafinha played wide, Vini played wide. Matchday 3, that all changed. He went from Cunha playing false 9 to Cunha being tip of the diamond. He's gone to a diamond midfield. Now, you guys will know Ancelotti did this at AC Milan. It ain't Casemiro, it's Pirlo. It ain't Bruno and Paqueta, it's Seedorf and Gattuso. And it ain't Cunha, it's Kaka. Ancelotti is a manager that does not have a set formation. He's not an Amorim or a Conte or a Mourinho. He changes his formation based on the players at his disposal. And he's so good at it. And that's why, for me, Ancelotti is one of the GOAT managers, if not the GOAT for me. Because very few managers are able to go in and get instant impact. And I think he's going to have that with Brazil, because this is not the best Brazil team on paper. And I think he's got now a chance of winning the World Cup when he has done this, the diamond midfield. And it's working for the players, because since Rafinha got injured, since they realised they don't have an out-and-out number 9 that they want to play, playing Rayan and Vini central as split strikers. They're not wide forwards anymore. They're central strikers, but they split. The box crashing runs of Cunha, but also look what it does for the box crashing runs of Bruno Guimaraes. And this is what happened against Scotland. Bruno G was so close to the opponent's box. The assist threat, the goal threat was so high from Bruno. And we know at Newcastle, when him and Tonali switched position around January, he went from playing Bruno as the 6, Tonali as the 8, and he swapped them. Bruno G's FPL points are amazing last season. Now, Paqueta's a little bit more disciplined. Bruno G has got the license. And when Paqueta goes, Bruno G will sit. It's like, you go, I go. But Bruno G has it. And it's great for Vini, this system, because there's no number 9. So Vini becomes it and he plays a little bit more central. It's great for Bruno. It's also great for the fullbacks, because where does the width come in this system? Bruno Guimaraes and Paqueta are not wide midfielders. They can't play out wide. It's a diamond. It's a narrow midfield. And because of the split strikers, the width comes at times from the strikers, but mainly from the fullbacks. Danilo can provide it, but Danilo will often invert a right back. Douglas, I've done my research on Brazil, guys. I just know Ancelotti ball, right? I know how Ancelotti often sets up. And Douglas Santos is a wide man. He will hug the touchline. Danilo won't do that right back. So there's your Brazil chat. I've turned loads of you off with that. I knew I would because you've seen it on my videos, but so I was reluctant to show it earlier. But yeah, there you go. We're at 2,800, we're now at 2,500, whatever. Let's get back to answering your questions. You don't want insight. You want quick fire questions. As we speak, Japan coach taking notes. Thanks, Dexter. Is Yamal more vital than Kane? No. Cons are 5.1. Yeah. All right, let's see what happened with the goalkeepers. I only revealed my goalkeeper really late, which is great because the minutes is at 4 past the hour. Fresa has gone up from 3.4 to 3.6, and Vargas has gone from 3.4 to 3.5. We're good, baby. These goalkeepers are staying under 5%. I set on Medina. I need to start really thinking about this, don't I? God, I'm starving. I've not eaten. I'm looking forward to the game tonight. I've not looked at the kickoff times for all the games this week. So obviously tonight we've got one, but Brazil, Japan's at 6 p.m. Get in. It's the wife's birthday. Damn. That's not great. Germany, Paraguay, 9:30. Then Netherlands, Morocco's 2 a.m. Why? That's the best game of the knockouts. 2 a.m. I don't think I'll watch it. I don't think I'll watch that live. Maybe I will. I'll try, but 6, 10, 2. Yeah, Mexico, Ecuador, Mr. 2. Oh, I don't want to wish USA, Bosnia a 1 with Pulisic. England's at 5. That's great. I knew that. Friday night, we've got some good games. Friday night, Australia, Egypt, very worth a watch at 7. And then Argentina, Cape Verde, we will be staying up for. And we'll probably all have Messi captain. Canada pass map, please. Your wish is my command. Thank you for the super chat. I don't know what you want to know from it, but there you go. I'll leave it on screen for a minute. Excuse me. Manzambi's ownership's rocketed, isn't it? Is he over 7 now? Yeah. Elise Dembele is all about Elise for me. Elise for me. I just think he's better. I think he's got more routes to points, and that's key. And I think he's got I think he'll get better minutes. I really do. I really think Elise, like if he's having a stinker, Elise stays on the pitch. If he's having a stinker, Dembele gets hooked. You've got so many good attacking subs there at France. If you're not playing that well, you're hooked. Thank you all guys for joining in. Yeah, keep asking me questions. I'm trying to answer loads. I'm sorry if it's not enough. We're going to go quick fire. We'll do some quick fire, shall we? My rank, by the way, is I think 9,000 for those interested. Oh, Molina and Medina, that double up. I'm definitely on Kane. And I'm so locked on the premiums. I do like the Doué shout, though. Do I have a little play with Doué? Or do I just go Pulisic? Doué's like 3-ish % owned, I think. Thoughts on Zico, Egypt? I'm just not interested in Egypt. Any thoughts on Jonathan David? I think David's great for tonight. Honestly, great for tonight. Yellow card for having your hand over your mouth, Soz. Thoughts on Metcha? Great. All action hero, isn't he? O'Reilly over Konza if you can. Especially now in Konza. Knowing Konza now isn't getting DEFCON. Knowing he's not getting DEFCON. Definitely go Konza. Definitely go O'Reilly. Guys, I've not had any food since like 1, 2 o'clock, and I'm feeling a bit shaky. So I'm not going to eat my whole dinner in front of you, but I'm just going to have a mouthful or two of food. The wife made dinner for her parents, and the three of them have gone to watch my daughter in a ballet show, which I watched this afternoon. I went to the matinee, but I missed dinner for that. I'll be 20 seconds. I'll show you what I'm coming. Let's see what she's made me. Oh, is it the oven? Did she make me anything? Oh God. Sorry guys, I won't chomp down the mic. I'm going to stuff my mouth now. Got some chips. This is my daughter's plate. She's clearly had a lollipop after dinner. Look. Like a lollipop stick. Mini milk. Homemade fries. Sweet potato fries. And normal fries. And there's some tart thing that looks great, but that's going to be messy to eat. I'll have that later. Right. I will not be shaky. God, I'm disgusting. Okay, I muted the mic. So sorry. Yeah, delicious. Is it? I don't know. It tastes great. Bobito is at 0.1% is a lock now. What's his ownership? He is nailed for as long as he's in the team. Like now he's fit. Obviously, he's probably been rushed back from injury for the game, so he could go off injured, but he's 4.1. I mean, yeah. I don't know. Does South Africa score? I think that could be quite a good game. This is not my final team. No, I've got 2 question marks. And genuinely, I don't think I might land on one of them, but I don't think I land on both of those players. In from work to CG and he's not there. Bro, eating the full thing. Feed the engine. Honestly, it's been a manic day. I won't give you my life story. How about Manoz? Manoz is amazing. But I've gone Mahika because I get scouting bonus and crucially I spend 3.9 million. I've also got Vargas. So I guess I could sell Mahika for Manoz if I go Pulisic instead of Bellingham. That is an option, to be fair. Manoz is so fun, isn't he? Colombia fixtures. It's a good route. It's a good route. Very tempted on Cucurella. Very tempted on Cucurella instead of Melina. Follow Melina. Follow Melina. Oi. Follow Melina. Follow Melina. Oi. If you're going one of them, go Medina. He's cheaper. And I think slightly safer. You're missing on Super Chats, mate. You missed 2 of mine. Oh, I'm so sorry. Right, let me go back to Super Chats. I'll answer your question first here. You missed 2 of mine. Manoz, Mahika, Kimmich, and Brown. Double Germany defence. 2 from 4. Manoz and Kimmich. I know I've got Mahika and Kimmich, but money's tight for me. I've got 0.0 in the bank here. Genuinely, Munoz and Kimmich stand out there by some distance. And if I'm missing super chats, I can only apologise. Let me just check. Canada pass map, we did that. Do we think Bombito gets 90? I think we did that. If we didn't, then yes. Do we think Bombito gets 90? If not, who's best? Yeah, Bombito should be good. He's 4.1. Like, obviously, he could get injured, but he's a centre back. So you come into the 11 when you're a centre back. You don't get hooked at half time unless you're injured. Like you're gonna play 90. You don't make centre back. You don't make centre back substitutions unless you're having an absolute stinker or you're injured. Pretty much, very few managers, unless your name's Ruben Amorim, make centre back changes. Amorim was weird. It was actually strange. So every 70 minutes. If you go Medina or Molina, go follow Medina, oi, oi. Follow Medina, follow Medina, oi, oi. Don't follow Molina. Don't follow Molina. Yeah, Medina over Molina is what I'm saying. Pulisic or Bruno G. Look, all right. I need to lock this midfielder in soon, don't I? Bellingham 36, Pulisic 31, Diaz 21, Doué 13. Okay, I'm not going Diaz. The other three are real tempters. If I go Bellingham, if I go Pulisic, because I do like Bosnia as an opponent, and I do actually think if they play Belgium, Pulisic's bloody dangerous against Belgium. Senegal less so, but I think Senegal win. I'd have 1.3 in the bank. So I could take my Molina and upgrade him to any defender pretty much. I'd be very tempted on Cucurella. Austria. Spain have looked very good defensively. Austria is a good opponent for Spain. I quite like their section of the draw. I quite like that quadrant. There's like a quadrant. Just look at the quadrants. Spain in their quadrant are the best team by some distance. And I know Portugal, whatever. This Portugal team isn't good. I'm using Clean Sheet Shield next week anyway. So if they've got a slightly tricky last 16 game, I still think they only concede one. And Cucurella will get me Clean Sheet Shield. Someone like a Kimmich won't, because I think France scored 2 versus Germany. Where else do I think I could go for a defender? O'Reilly. O'Reilly's so dangerous. O'Reilly is going to score. Like, who do we prefer, O'Reilly or Cucurella? I mean, O'Reilly's got the better last 16, and I do feel like a goal is so close. If I'm dropping Bellingham, maybe going another England player isn't a bad bet. In terms of the odds between England clean sheet and Spain clean sheet, it's pretty much the same. 60 and 56. Argentina at 65. O'Reilly's just got the upside. I know Pulisic's so attacking, but O'Reilly is even more attacking. Do you know what? What's the Kwanzaa injury? Excuse me. Let's just check out that Kwanzaa injury, because I think O'Reilly is nailed at left back. Probably. I think he's played his way in. But Jed Spence is the threat. He could be playing right back. If Kwanzaa's out, Jed Spence will be right back. He suffered a classic ankle twist. He had it before. It'll be a very tight race for the next game. Yeah, it doesn't look good. I might just go O'Reilly. I might just say F it. I'm going O'Reilly. And if I go O'Reilly and Pulisic, I think that's quite fun. That also leaves enough in the bank. And I know I'm going to have 4 free transfers, so I can move things around. But I do need to be conscious that Hakimi is 0.5 more than Kimmich. And I'm going to need that 0.5. Definitely going to need that 0.5 at some point. So, yeah, Cucurella's nice, but O'Reilly's just such a me pick. I've been so loyal to O'Reilly. In FPL, I was such an early adopter of him. Why can't I transfer? Okay. Just seeing how it looks. If I went Pulisic and O'Reilly, it'd leave me $1 million in the bank. Do you know what? With that $1 million, I'd probably not risk Medina. Just knowing that Tagliafico could come in at any point, I just go for a centre back. And that's pretty obviously got to be Lisandro Martinez, isn't it? He's 4.6. It kind of works, that team. That leaves me 0.4 in the bank, which then gets me to easily to, yeah. I just think knowing he can rotate his fullbacks later in the competition, I think Molina and Medina both start the last 32 and probably the last 16, but we've got to think long term, especially when we're buying Argentina players. Do I go Pulisic or Bellingham? I don't really want, no Elvedi. I don't really want my Pulisic for Bellingham, Molina for O'Reilly, and Mojica for Munoz. Wow. I didn't think of Munoz. I would only have 0.4. Yeah, I could keep Medina and then I could go Munoz over Mojica. I like Mojica though because I get scouting. I want some scouting bonus. And look, Munoz is the better player. I think I'm going to go O'Reilly. If we get 7 points for a defender goal, a goal is coming for O'Reilly. I feel it. I massively feel it. Mojica 1.7. Scouting bonus. I'm going to put the team on screen because I screen grab. I don't screen share. I'm going to do it and screen grab you my team. And I'm going to put a question mark or two where I am. But as things stand, I'm looking at O'Reilly and Pulisic. Now, what does that do to Medina and Mojica? Because I have money to make the upgrades, right? I could upgrade Mojica to Munoz, or I could upgrade Medina to Lisandro. Remember, Romero is 4.9. How much is Emi Martinez? No, I like the cheap goalkeepers. I like that combo. I'm staying on that. I don't want to play around too much. Christ. But yeah, Mojica and Medina. If one of them's benched, Lisandro just makes sense. It's 0.6 difference. What's a bigger upgrade, Medina to Lisandro or Mojica to Munoz? You're all going to say Mojica to Munoz, but you're forgetting scouting bonus. It's exactly, yeah, one's 0.7 more, one's 0.6 more. So Munoz upgrade is a little bit more expensive. Fine. I mean, Christ, they've got Cape Verde, for God's sake. That could just go Molina too. It's Cape Verde. Should go both Argentine defenders? I've got Colombia covered with the goalkeeper. Double Colombia defense is not it. Dest or Freeman? Dest. All day. Saliba Kanda, Zico Egypt thoughts. Thanks for count. Honestly, I'd probably back Zico. I do think Egypt beat Australia. Canada probably win, but I'm less convinced on that, I think. Molina and Lisandro makes sense. It does for the clean sheet odds, that's for sure. Look at the route for Argentina versus Colombia. Argentina definitely keep a clean sheet versus Cape Verde, and I definitely get the clean sheet shield versus Australia. Colombia, I do think keep a clean sheet versus Ghana, but you never quite know with Colombia. I have way more trust in Argentina. So Molina and Lisandro. Yeah. I'd actually go Medina and Lisandro, though, not Molina. Medina is the one I'm a little bit more certain on. I think he's safe. So I'm looking at Medina. And then Pulisic and... Oh, by the way, guys, can I just say something about vice captaincy? Make sure you're putting your vice captain on someone you do not want to captain. I've seen so many tweets and so many messages where people have said, oh, I've got it stuck on the vice captain, it won't let me captain. The player you give the vice captaincy to at the start of the game week is someone you simply cannot captain after that. So look where you've got double ups. For example, USA, I've got a double up or a triple up. I'm going to put the vice captaincy on the goalkeeper because I'm never going to captain him. But I might captain Destin. I might captain Pulisic. Key. And obviously your armband should be on the player that plays first. That's obvious. Although I still keep getting questions that say things like, why Pulisic? It's like, oh, sorry, why Kimmich? And it's like, I'm captaining Kimmich because he plays first. Like, I'll captain everyone. All right. I'm showing you a updated team in 1 minute. I'm just grabbing it now. You probably heard the screen grab, did you? Does my mic pick that up? Probably. Just makes sense to have triple Argentina over Canada, over Mexico. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I do apologize because I revealed a defender now that isn't in my team. And I don't want to sound disingenuous with that. But I get it. I effed up there. I thought Mexico was absolutely nailed. And by selling Bellingham to Pulisic, it's freed up money. That's my simple... It's quite frankly, Gianni, it's not good enough. I have high standards when I reveal players like that, and it makes it look like I'm doing it for clicks or engagement. I promise you I didn't do it for that. But I've given you enough notice, and I'm showing you my exact thought process, not holding anything back now. So I absolutely own that F up of sharing Mexico, because Mexico's come out the team, guys, for double Argentine defense. I still have question marks on players, though. I'm going to show you exactly where my questions are. And I'm putting a question mark on Pulisic because, again, we're not there yet. We're really not there on Pulisic or the Bellingham slot. I'm keeping my poll up. I mean, very little's changed. It's just, yeah, the Mexico pick. So sorry about that. The good thing is, it's all happened with good notice from deadline. You can change captaincy. Yeah. Honestly, guys, I promise you can play. You should be changing captain every game. You should be changing captain every game. Repeat. There's my team. Guys, that's what I'm looking at. I've got a question mark on Lisandro Martinez. He's 4.6. I've got a massive question mark on Pulisic and O'Reilly yet still. But by not going Bellingham, I still kind of want the England cover. And I really like O'Reilly as a pick. My plan for Kimmich next round, to answer your question. Where did that come in? I got worse. Maybe I'm overthinking it. My plan for Kimmich is to go to Hakimi or Dumfries. Whoever loses is out the tournament, whatever. Whoever wins that football match between Morocco and Netherlands, and that is a proper 50-50, the game I'm most excited about. But it's on at 2 a.m. in England, gutted. Whoever wins whoever wins comes into my team. Fact. Dumfries in, Kimmich out, or Hakimi in, Kimmich out. That will happen. But until we see that football match... Holly, I'm not sunburnt at all. Like, look, you know when you're sunburnt, you put your finger there and you see a white patch. Oh, okay, there is a slight one. But and I'm really pressing hard. If I just do it normally, I'm really not sunburnt. Don't know why on Sky Sports News with Holly this morning I looked red. Is Medina safe? I think so, yes. Fairly safe. Dest. Pulisic or Doué? That's my big question. Lisandro Martinez is injured, apparently. What? Whoa. Don't drop that unless you're... Can you give me the source? Did he play last night? Let me just check. No, they went second string, of course. Was he on the bench? Yeah, he was on the bench last night. If he was injured, he wouldn't have been on the bench, would he? Unless you just name him, but I guess it could be. He's not injured. Well, I've searched on Twitter, Lisandro Martinez injury. There's nothing. Oh, yeah, there's nothing on that injury. Simon or Pickford? Probably Simon. Jonathan David, 1 week punt over Kane. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine to do that. Jonathan David is a really good captaincy, obviously great captaincy option tonight. A really good option. I like Jonathan David. He's probably the best mid-priced forward in the game this round. And Bolo is also an option. Like, Jonathan David's great. But would I go without Harry Kane, Messi or Mbappe? Just simply no. Just simply no. I wouldn't. Just joined. Who said just joined? Vissa Roland tagged me for you. Sorry, I don't understand that. What does Vissa want? You got a question, Vissa Roland? Does Pulisic really get 90? No, probably not. What boost am I using? Qualification booster. Make sure you have got your boost active. You have to do it before the deadline. Balogun's great too. Best cheap forward probably this round. Pick one of Rahm, Brown, Llorente. Look, Brown is starting over Rahm, we assume. Llorente, Porro, probably Llorente, but risky. Don't risk it. Just go Kimmich. But if you want, go Kimmich or Cucurella. But Brown, if I had to be forced into a corner there. Dest over Robinson. Thoughts on Luis Diaz? Great. Can't have them all though. I think Pulisic. My heart has said Pulisic. I like Doué very much. Vinicius captaincy first, no? Hang on. Does Vinny play before Kimmich? Oh, shite. Yeah. I would have seen that, I think. Oh, am I going to have to re-grab? Effing hell. I've got to re-grab that, or all your comments are going to keep telling me. And rightly so. Thank you for that. I'm such an idiot. How have I missed that? I genuinely don't think I'd have missed it because I look at my team far too much throughout the day. But yeah, let me re-grab it. Oh, new slide. And put the question marks in PowerPoint back on. It's very professional on this channel. Very professional. You know, it took me about 5 years, 6, 7 years to get my own YouTube channel because I was so scared of the tech. That's why I don't edit any of my videos. Someone does my thumbs very well, and I'm very grateful to him. But yeah, live streaming was something. Even the first year I had this channel, I didn't do a single live stream because I was petrified. So yeah, I'm editing in PowerPoint, and that's why my videos don't come with all the bells and whistles. So I can only apologize for that because it's not the most professional, good looking YouTube channel out there. But yeah, I wish I'd done it sooner because I was scared of all that and I was nervous about all of that. And if I'd done it sooner, we'd be looking at a way more successful YouTube channel with a lot more subscribers and views. But no regrets and all that. But yeah, I was about 70. I was doing content just on other channels. You saw me on Chasing Green Arrows for years. You saw me on Fantasy Football Scout for 7 years doing videos with Let's Talk FPL and with Az like weekly. But I just kept it on that channel. And I wish I'd done my own channel sooner, but it is what it is. I can't thank you all enough for those that have come and joined me, though. I mean, that's ridiculous. Nearly 2,700 views. Insane. Right, the captain's on Vinny. Thank you all so much, by the way. And so many of you have subscribed tonight. We hit 43K, which is madness. If you haven't hit the subscribe button today but want to support me, that's the best way you can do it. And I'm doing daily content on this channel. The videos that aren't getting the views that I don't want to give up on, but obviously as a creator where YouTube is a revenue source for you and it's my job, when video styles aren't getting views, what do? You either stop them or you change them considerably to try and do something that does get you the views. And the ones that aren't getting me the views this time round, it's weird. It's the Sunday debrief style vids. And for you new watchers going, what the Sunday debriefs? It's the stuff where we look at the average position maps, the pass maps, the XG plots, the shot maps. And it's all the good stuff that I really love showing you and doing more of a football show than a fantasy show. But during this World Cup, this sort of stuff ain't getting the views. I'm gonna persevere, but do look out for the debrief style videos. You're smashing it on this World Cup, John. Thanks, bro. Thank you, mate. Honestly, mate, I've probably started watching content during this World Cup, and content is so amazing. I find it refreshing to watch. If there's any way I can help out, oh, mate, thank you very much. You're helping just by watching. Is Vargas over? Look, Vargas is way more expensive. Manzambi and Vargas just want to be different. Yeah. Kobler Vargas money, no problem. Vargas. Debrief's goated. Ah, thanks, guys. You'd love his position map. Canada defense. Yeah, I know. I think that's my wife. Cam? She's got home. Yeah, I think you're right, Malcolm. Yeah, look, Holly Shan says do it, so please do what the woman says. And while you're there, go check out Holly's channel. My FPL. I was going to say wife. Do you know what? I've got a wife, and I feel like I shouldn't say wife because I've got a wife. And Holly does call me a husband. But I'm going to say, Holly, you've become a mistress. You've become my FPL mistress because, we see each other on the occasional weekend for an overnight in London. Doué Mbappe Elise or Dembele Mbappe Elise. Look, I would spend less. I think Dembele Mbappe Elise is the better three. But committing all that money to the France attack, I'd go Doué and find 2 million upgrade. Like if your 2 million upgrade is significant, go for the Doué route. Honestly, you can do a lot with 2 mil. Yeah, there's Holly's page. Let me know if I can help out with graphics or anything. Oh, dude, would you DM me on Instagram and we can talk on there? Just send me a DM because, yeah, knowing you do graphics and stuff, it's always interesting. Of course, yeah, thank you very much. Jay, agreed, Mackham. 2 review videos every round live would be unreal. I'd happily do it, but I did one and it tanked. Please answer. Pulisic or Vargas or Bruno. Look at my team. Martins or O'Reilly, look at my team. Oh, if you're going one, I think O'Reilly. I wanted an excuse to put O'Reilly in my team, and by not going Bellingham, I now can. Do I go Pulisic? I think I do. I don't think he is a risk, Hannah. I think he's a risk of an early sub. I think he's pretty much first choice. I took Helvedi out. I know. I just want to go with double Argentine defense, and I must admit, I've been swayed a little bit. Sockgate. I had to wear Holly's socks the other day. And I said, Holly, we were late to London. for an episode at Sky. Couldn't stop at a shop. Didn't have time. We were proper late. M25, M1. And I was like, "You've got white socks on, Holly. Can I just wear your socks? Because you're not wearing socks on air because you're wearing heels." And I needed socks. My ankles were on show. Holly's a size 3, and I whacked them on. She went, "People pay good money for these." I went, "What?" She said, "You see my DMs? Filthy. Who is DMing anyone asking them to send pictures of their feet or socks for money? Strange." Musiala for Pulisic, not for me. If money isn't, wouldn't you go Diaz over Doué? Little in that, probably not. Clean sheet odds, Argentina are coming out on top. I can't see Cape Verde scoring. Honestly, if Cape Verde score, it does feel like that might be the moment of the World Cup for me if Cape Verde score versus Argentina. Certainly if they beat them. Why no scouting bonus players? Look, you can't have them all. There are a couple that get scouting bonus for me. My goalkeepers, and that sucks. That does suck, doesn't it? It's going to be harder and harder to get scouting bonus players. I might buy a couple for the next round. We'll see. I make sure, guys, you've got your chip active. I'm pretty much sure you will want to play qualification booster. When you click the orange button on your team, it should be highlighted. Qualification booster should be yellow. If it's not yellow and highlighted, then it's not on. Yeah, if you did, yeah. Yeah, you should have a little tick. Yeah, confirmed. Captain on Vinny Jr. Put your vice captain on a player that you'll never captain. For me, it's on my USA keeper. I know I won't captain him because when it comes to USA game, I'll be captaining one of my other USA out players. Bruno Gio, Manzambi. Manzambi just plays on the 2nd of July, not 3rd. Really? I think that depends where in the world you're watching from. Jonathan David or Balogun. I'm going to say David just. I've taken a punt on McAllister. Interesting. Any news on Isak? Don't think you want to go there anyway. Manzambi or Bellingham money, no problem. Okay, Bellingham. Canada clean sheet odds. There you have it. They're on screen. They're 45%. Yeah, Nathan Brown, I think, should start. Vinny Jr. versus Japan. Not seeing any goals, mate. I just think you cannot go without Vinny the way he's playing. Why Medina instead of Molina? Why Medina instead of Molina? Medina is a little bit more minute secure, in my opinion. I'm just going to say that. Cam, how was it? Cam, how was it? Can't hear me. Decided against Bruno Guimaraes. Is he a risk? He's not a risk. He's amazing. This is why you want Bruno. Now they're playing with a diamond. You get these box crashing runs. I just like the draw. I just don't like the draw for Brazil. I'm still going Vinny Jr., but it was always Vinny locked. And do I go for a second in Bruno? Bruno's never been locked for me, and I just don't love the draw for them. But I do think they beat Japan, and I do think they beat Norway or Ivory Coast. What are those birds saying? Oh, can you hear the birds tweaking? Wirtz or Pulisic? See my team? I think Rashford's a really good punt. Honestly, Rashford can do bits. I thought he... Why are you not a fan of Balogun? I am. I just said I prefer... I am. I didn't say I wasn't a fan of Balogun. I said I prefer David. Doesn't mean that... Yeah, the birds are singing. It's that time of the evening. Brazil play first. Sorry, guys, I'm missing questions. So many. Why Dest over Freeman? Oh, guys, average position. Dest is so fun. He's so high, he's so wide. Pulisic could get injured, but he's definitely a starter if fit, and he's gonna... Oh. We have streamed for 2 hours, 45 minutes without those sorts of comments today. It's fine to go without Colombia. Whew. Oh, my back is done in. Guys, to the 400 of you that aren't subscribed, I would love it if you hit that button. You'd make my day. You'd make my day. Make someone's day today and hit that button. Haaland's a great choice, but I think Kane is better. Should I do a poll? Kane or Haaland? I think I'm locked on Pulisic. Let me just park that for a minute. You're all saying Bellingham, but only just. And poll. Any poll suggestions? Start a poll. Pick one. This isn't for me, guys. This is for you. I'm going Kane. There's only 12 minutes to go, guys. I'm surprised so many going Dembele over Elise. Let's poll that. Let's poll that. I don't see it. I mean, I do see it. It's the hat trick. All right, 69% are going for Kane. This is going to be interesting. Pick one of these. This is going to be proper 50-50, isn't it? I'm so not even debating it. But is this team a lock? No, there's a couple of question marks there. Oh, someone made my day. I've got Dembele and Elise. Big boy. And Mbappe, John. John, I don't think you can go without Mbappe. I would highly recommend going Mbappe plus one of them. Or maybe going for all three, and that's fair enough. Thank you very much, Luke, for subbing. Name a day. Name a day. Go Konza. I don't think Konza's going to get scouting bonus, otherwise I would. I was very big on Konza. You want scouting bonus. Konza's ownership is 5.1. It's gone over. I'm going to run as soon as this is done because I want to watch the game and I need to go see my baby before bedtime. Sorry, because I need to see my baby before bedtime and I want to watch the game. Sort yourself out, Pattucci. Sort yourself out. Elise versus Dembele comes down to who plays right forward. I think Elise in the 10 is still more dangerous than Dembele when he plays in the right. Honestly, I think he's going to outscore him. He's got the assist threat, and Dembele doesn't. Dembele needs to score goals from low XG chances, which he has done, but isn't necessarily sustainable. He scored a hat-trick off like 0.5 XG like the other night. Mbappe at 63%. Wow. Is he the most owned in the game? I bet Bruno Fernandes' ownership has sunk. Guys, guess what Bruno's ownership is? I'll give you a clue. It started at like 52%. Put a number in the chat, guys. What? And I'll tell you the answer in a second. No cheating. What ownership is Bruno Fernandes? Because I reckon he must have had. Everybody make sure you hit that subscribe button because Gianni is a lovely comment. Thank you, mate. So go on. What do you reckon? Bruno Fernandes, ownership. He was like 52, 54. Obviously, there'll be a lot of dormant teams, but... $19, 27, 30, 0, 9. It's a lot of dead teams, though. That's the thing. I think in active teams, it would be like 9. But yeah, it's 32. So well done for all those 33s. Saliba of Canada is good. I just don't see a massive amount of goals. Manzambi plays before Messi. Fine. I'll put him in then. But yeah, this team isn't set. You go on the app 10 times a day, right? And you look at your team. So I will make that change, but thank you. Loads of people just made my day. Honestly, I've just seen the numbers tick up. I think about 50 of you right then made my day. Thank you. My next video ain't going to be out tomorrow. I know I've said daily content, but I feel like tomorrow I wouldn't be giving you value for money. And I know you're not paying for the video, but you know what I mean. I genuinely don't think I could give you much value because I want to give you my early thoughts. My transfers cannot be discussed until Tuesday. And the reason being, one of my transfers is certainly Kimmich out for Hakimi or Dumfries. And both Kimmich, Dumfries, and Hakimi all play Monday night, all three of them. So on Tuesday morning, I'm going to know exactly one of my transfers for sure. And therefore, we can start thinking of early thoughts. We would have had Brazil play by then. We'll be looking ahead to the France game. But in terms of early thoughts, what my plans are on target and certain fixtures, after the Netherlands play Morocco and after Germany have played and after Brazil have played, I can start to shape up an early thoughts video. So there'll be nothing out tomorrow. There will be a video first thing Tuesday morning. And I'll record that at 5 a.m. for you guys to get it up straight away after those Monday night games, because Monday night we have a 2 a.m. game in Netherlands, Morocco. That finishes at 4. By 6, I'll probably have the video up. So make sure you've hit the notification bell so you know when that goes live. But yeah, Tuesday will be my next video, guys. And I have been doing daily content, to be fair. What is the point in vice captain? There really isn't one. Is there a case for going both Hakeem and Dumfries? Absolutely is. Go for both and just sell the one that gets eliminated. There's an argument to go for both. There's an argument to go for neither, and you buy the one that stays in, which is what I'm doing. And go for Kimmich because he's got great fixture this week. Good placeholder. Or there's an option just to go for one, which was where I was at yesterday. I was just going to go Hakimi because I think Morocco beat Netherlands, but I think it's a proper tight call. So yeah, and then I looked at it and went, Gianni, you've got so many transfers. What the hell are you going to do with your transfers? You can't take them with you. You might as well spend them. So with that in mind, I don't know where I'm spending my transfers next week, but I know I'm not going to need all 4. I probably will make 4, but Kimmich to Hakimi or Dumfries makes sense. Now, in the bank, I have 0.3. So if it's Hakimi, I'm going to need to find 0.1 somewhere. If it's Dumfries, I'm fine. I'll find the 0.1 next week. I'll worry about that next week. Let's see how we're looking. Super chat, come in. Rashford and Vargas. Or Pickford and Manzambi. I'm going to say Rashford and Vargas, dude. Do you know what? I'm going to say Rashford and Vargas. Yeah. I just think the England attack is way more reliable than the Swiss. Amecha or Ayari, Amecha. 100% Mackham. I do not trust Sweden. I do not trust Sweden at all. I've not posted my team on Instagram. Balls. Before every deadline, I say I'll always post my team on Instagram on my stories. So I'm going to do that in the next 4 minutes if I can get into the app. I'm still looking out for questions. Pulisic or Vargas? I'm going to say Pulisic. He's in my team, right? If you're ever unsure on who I would recommend, if one of player X or player Y is in my team, that's always your answer. Sorry, the app just completely fizzed out. I went to the play icon on the app and fantasy wasn't one of the options to play. Honestly, it does you. All right, that's me locked. I think that's me locked, guys. I'm going to do it. Those question marks, they're in. I'm not going Bellingham. I might live to regret that. I may live to regret that. Qualification booster active. Qualification booster active. Oh, Christ. Active. Done. Let's do it. If you ever don't want to watch my deadline streams and you want to see my team, that's how you do it. I mean, just watch me on. I mean, to be honest, just watch the deadline stream. But oh, super chat. Glad I saw that. Emi Martinez and Mahika. Vargas and Munoz is clear there. I know you don't get scouting bonus. No, you still get one scouting bonus of each combination, actually. So, no, Vargas and Munoz, dude. Do that, Nesh. Thank you for the super chat, bro. Another one, Rashford or Bellingham? I'm going to say Bellingham. But if money matters to you and there's an upgrade elsewhere, then Rashford. If they were the same price, I'd be saying Bellingham. But given the value, I'd consider Rashford for sure. Don't forget, G, I found out you can't roll. Yes, you can't roll transfers, guys. Very good highlight. O'Reilly or Munoz. I mean, I've got O'Reilly in my team. That's to give away. Brown and Munoz. I find taking a screenshot of dates really helps. I think I missed something there. I am locked. I was so close to going Bellingham. Bruno G back under 5%. Oh my God, really? I've hyped him so hard. Well, that's one for next week. Maybe one for next week. I'm not going Bruno G now over Pulisic. I've posted. Once I've... let's take this the padlocks are off, guys. Let me take those padlocks off for anyone that's watching on mute. Can you watch? Would you watch on mute? You wouldn't get much from it, would you? I just want to show you the team with the padlocks off for anyone watching on mute. Quick, quick, quick. Yamal versus Dembele. Yamal. Why is Pulisic a midfielder? I don't know. A lot of the wide forwards aren't, to be fair, but it just is. It's just the way it is. Guys, thank you for everyone that's been on this stream. It's ridiculous numbers. Yes, definitely get qualification booster active, guys. Right. It's going to be pens down in seconds. You've got seconds. You post very late on Insta. I'm sorry. I usually post with about half an hour to spare. Haaland or Kane? Kane. Guys, you've got to be quick. You should not be making decisions now. You should be locked in. You got probably 10 seconds. Oh, mate, thank you for the 3 hours. Thank you, Kieran, for joining. Thank you for all those that have. I think Jay from the Ultras has joined for the 3 hours. I know John's been with us. Mackham's been with us. So many channel members in the house tonight. Nikki's there as well. Thank you, all of you guys. But thank you to everyone. If you have commented, if you have put a message in the chat, if you've hit the like button, if you've hit the subscribe button, if you have just watched, if you've been a lurker, thank you to every single one of you. Special shout out to Jay, who's been our chief, doing all the mod stuff behind the scenes. I won't be back tomorrow, but Tuesday morning, first thing, there'll be a video. You lot are the best. Good luck this match day. May the green arrows be with you, and we'll see you in the next. Bye-bye.